Episode 37. Thank you all for listening to episode 36. In your house, Dick Blood. I am Gary, here with my co-host,
Dick Blood. Oh, no, it's Bear.
And Jake, but don't forget to follow at The Real Stat Guy on Twitter.
Here we go. Already. Follow the Real Stat Guy on Twitter.
He is the Real Stat Guy, and he gives all the real information.
But do you actually have actual, good stats for us or no?
I mean, I have. If you haven't paid attention to it, I've actually been trying to keep up on it.
Well, thank you, I guess. So I have a question. We're without Brandon again. Do you guys think he ever shows back up to the show?
Okay, so I'll start this. I think if I'm gonna give an over/under on this, I'm gonna say over/under on the time March Madness starts, and I'm gonna give the over on after we start March Madness picks.
All right. Well,
I'm going to go with 1 week before that, so give me the under.
All right.
I'm taking the under. I think he returns in. I want to say February, but we'll see.
February.
Damn it.
February. It's really February, but a lot of people say February.
I know. That's what I was trying to say, and then you
freaking nerds
made fun of me. I know most people say February, or is it Wednesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday. Actually, it's Hump Day.
Yeah,
it's
Hump
definitely
Day. Hump Day.
That's today.
Yes, it is. So, did you enjoy yourself on Dick Blood?
I did. I loved a good Dick Blood episode. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. You don't understand what that was because you, of course, weren't here. You were working. But Dick Blood is the actual name of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That's his real name. Richard Blood. Dick Blood.
Richard Blood. Dick Blood.
Dick Blood. That's his name.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I'm going to have to actually listen to last week's episode to know what that means because I was at work being an adult. So,
sorry. We actually have careers and we work Monday to Friday, buddy.
I mean, I'm trying to too. So sorry, you guys are
in my office. Oh wait, you go to your office Saturday, Sunday.
No, I mean I have my home office Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, same here.
But I'm in the office Monday through Friday.
See,
too much.
Sorry, I'm 22 and I'm trying to get a career started.
I was a manager at 22. Okay. I think you were too, weren't you?
I was a manager.
Weren't we both pizza shop managers at 20? Yeah, same
18,
here. 18.
Okay, well you can't.
I was a manager
that.
at 17.
You can't say that because I was a manager at Pisanello's at the age of 19.
Under Gary doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
Nah, it doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does because I worked my ass off for that dude.
Yeah, he did.
I always did.
Did you?
Oh yeah, he busted his ass up and down that pole. And
you get right to the top, right?
That's how he gets to the top. Get to the back of the office, bro.
That's what you do. You get to the
top.
top.
Come on, into the freezer. Into the freezer again, Jake. We gotta do inventory. But it's Wednesday, Gary. I can't.
You get to
the freezer.
Jake into the walk-in cooler. That's what happened.
Hey, there was a lot of stuff that went down in that walk-in cooler.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, sure. Maybe for you, not for me.
Hopefully just inventory of the pepperonis.
Root beer floats, that's all I'm going to say.
Root beer floats. I don't remember those. Oh, yeah, now I do. I forgot. We had the special root beer floats.
Me, you, and Slow.
Yep.
I don't want to know.
It just, not your father's root beer floats.
Well, I just said I didn't want to know.
Well,
but you told me. I just asked. I didn't.
You're welcome. Anyway.
Welcome.
No, welcome?
That's what I say. I say that to Hot French. She gets really mad at me. I go, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
So, by the way, good choice on that. Hot Friend is a very good choice.
Well, thank you. It's very nice of you
Now,
to
why
say.
do you actually say she's a good choice? I said she was a kind human being.
She is a kind human being.
But what did you actually say?
No, she's a kind human being.
Yep.
And she is a beautiful woman.
There you go.
And, I mean...
I agree.
I'm not going to lie about that. I mean...
Is she a 10? She's a fucking 10! Brandon?
She must be from Tennessee. You know why?
Why?
Because she's the only 10 I see. but Bear, enjoy Hot Friend, and she is an awesome person.
How about you? How's Stat Guy's girlfriend?
Stat Guy's girlfriend is kind of on the fritz right now. We will say that we are...
Did you say the Fritz or the Ritz?
The Fritz.
Is that a song?
Okay, well, I wasn't born in the 50s, so I don't know that.
Putting on the Ritz.
Was that a 50s song?
Probably.
Well, it's from, if you remember, you probably never seen Young Frankenstein. Gene Wilder, such a classic movie.
Very good movie.
Putting on the Ritz, he sings Putting on the Ritz.
Gene Wilder is actually a very underrated actor.
Yes, very good.
Blazing Saddles.
Yes, Willy Wonka,
movie.
done.
Obviously.
Yes. What about you, Jake? Have you seen Willy Wonka?
I have seen Willy Wonka.
Not the Johnny Depp one.
Yeah,
Oh,
not Charlie and
okay.
the Chocolate Factory.
I mean, I have
loser.
seen the old one. Is that there's the main dude that's in Willy
Oh my
Wonka,
God,
the
this
old
idiot.
one?
I'm done.
He's Augustus Gloop.
Look, but anyway, you were putting on the Ritz, so you're doing okay? Can we tell all our listeners, are you a single man or are you still kind of trying to work that out?
Right now,
Yeah.
I am a single man, and I am on the lookout.
Why don't you go after ex-wife? She's a bitch anyway.
Not going for ex-wife. She is twice my age.
Oh yeah, she's old enough to be your mom.
She could be my mom.
Yeah.
and,
This is 2018.
Maybe
You
she
can do
is your
whatever you
mom.
want.
she's
Did
not,
you come out of there?
She's not my mom. I will for sure attest to that.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
I have not seen the
Well,
video.
then you don't know?
Oh, dude.
I don't want to see the video.
No. There's no video. There's no video. I had to write some notes last night. So before we get into these sponsors and the actual show, do you guys watch much Family Guy?
Yes.
Of course.
Guy's life.
So I haven't watched it in a long time. And
Now, if it's newer episodes, I haven't. Like
no.
within the
This
last
was
5 years.
season 5.
Okay.
So the episode from season 5 was actually Meet the Quagmires, and it had a lot of the Back to the Future innuendos and everything else. So it's when he goes back and Peter tries to, sow his wild oats, so to speak, and he comes back and Quagmire is married to Lois.
Yep.
And what he says is pretty interesting. Is what did he say? Let's go upstairs and play hide and go anal. That was one of the things he said. And then he said, "What can I say? I'm a vegetarian." But now I got to watch what I'm saying because my son just happened to walk in. Aren't you supposed to be with your mother? No. No? Why don't you come on here? I'll let you say hi on the show.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
You want to say hi on the show?
Hi.
Hi.
It's not past my bedtime.
Not yet.
No, it's not past 7:30.
What time's your bedtime?
7:30.
Oh, you
And
got
now you
4
got
minutes.
the dog going wild. I think we need to let you
I
go.
gotta go.
We're going to have to cut this.
All right. Good night, buddy. Wait.
Tell your mom she sucks.
Go back this way.
What?
Go back. Go back.
Hey, sorry.
Say,
Have a
go-
good one.
go
Have a
back
good
this way.
day.
Close the door.
We're gonna stop this real quick and then we'll pick back up. So I apologize for that. Sometimes when you're recording in ex-wife's house, your kid just randomly decides to show up because it's her night, so I can do the podcast. It was nice to see him. Haven't seen him in a while. 2 days.
I was about to say. Yeah, it's probably been a little bit, but
Yeah.
not too much.
Well, it's
and-
Wednesday, so yesterday.
I mean, and we gotta say like Grayson is the real OG. So
Yeah, he is the real OG. He made the show. Did you notice how he said that? And I said, "Hey, tell your mom she sucks." And he said, "What did you say?"
What? Yep, you're gonna
And then
get
you were arguing with
backlash
him
on that
about
one.
his. Yeah, she won't listen to this. I don't really give a shit. It is what it is. But anyway, like I was trying to say about what was going on, and he said he was a vegetarian, and I lost it. And then he goes on. You remember he goes to a party instead of going with Lois to that movie or whatever.
He goes to that party like 100 times.
Yeah, he's like, yeah,
that's
Beverly Hills Cop theme, and he's like, and and what did he say? And another,
Yep.
and then like, damn it, Peter, and then he keeps trying to get back, death.
Death. Okay,
Yep.
this is the last time.
Yep. And then so this was funny when Quagmire's hugging Lois, and she said, something poked me, and he said, it's okay. It's just my penis. It was just straight up what he said. So, I love Family Guy. I forgot, I was crying laughing last night because I haven't seen, the new stuff's not as funny, especially with now how people are so sensitive. You can't say certain shit. It was a lot better then. So, I had a good time with it, and I just wanted to mention that. I know we're 10 minutes into the show and we haven't even started. We haven't even thanked the sponsors yet.
Uh-oh.
What's Jake got?
And speaking of that, did you guys see how they are not showing the scene from Elf when he is in the bathroom anymore because apparently it is too...
Wait a minute, are you serious?
No,
When she's
on
singing?
TV.
No, yeah, when they're in the bathroom
Yeah,
and
when
she's
he's
Really?
singing,
when he's
They're not showing that
singing.
anymore?
They're not going
Not
to
on
show
TV.
that.
Now that I think
anymore.
about that, that wasn't. I just went and saw Elf the musical last week with the girlfriend, and she and I enjoyed it. And they didn't have that anymore. They don't. That's not even one of the scenes. They switch up some of the stuff. It was actually really good. And we got to go on stage after the show because we know somebody that's in production. And we went on stage, went backstage, got to see everything, got to see wardrobe. We saw the girl that played Jovi and the one that played the mom. So the mom, dude, holy shit. Like, looked like a Bella. Looked like Nikki Bella.
Uh-huh.
Ass was phenomenal. Like, unreal. And so I get backstage, and I'm thinking this chick's like 6 foot, forgetting that, actresses are short as shit. And she's like 5'1". And I'm like, holy shit. And girlfriend just looks at me, and I look at her. She's like, yeah, she's pretty hot. I'm like, yep. And she said, she's got some junk in the trunk. I'm like, at least you said it. I didn't say it.
Yeah,
so,
I just thought it. I didn't say it.
At least you got her to say it first, so then you could agree.
But that usually never, with ex-wife would never say that. Girlfriend, she said it. That's what I like about her.
There you go.
There you go. Girlfriend's on the rise.
Yeah, but did we pay rent this month?
I gave her like 6 shots of Lady Bligh, so I mean
6?
6 shots of Lady Bligh, but she doesn't even drink, so it's not like she's gonna use it.
Yeah, well, that was nice of you, and
I tried.
Yeah, much appreciated. So
I'm
thank
not
you.
gonna lie, I thought that was Captain Morgan.
Yeah, no, it's
hey,
Lady Bligh. Go ahead and talk about this.
See, that's the thing. So you buy a small bottle of Captain Morgan, and it is like $15. You buy Lady Bligh, you get a handle of Lady Bligh for $17. You get twice as much as you get from a regular bottle, and it's the same price, and
For
it
$2
tastes
more, huh?
just as good.
Yeah.
Like, Barry, you should take a shot because it tastes just as good as Captain Morgan, if not better. And
You should, man.
I'm good. I already took one of Crown before the show.
I already drank
I wouldn't waste a good, nice whiskey like Crown on some Captain or Lady Bligh or
it's not wasting if
Woman of the Night.
It's not wasting it. If you're just
I have a wonderful palate right now, and I don't want to ruin it with that after the delicious Crown Apple that we had. So I'll pass.
But before that, we had the.
I have a wonderful palate.
And I still have to drive home. So.
But before that, you had the awful Hendrick's gin.
Well, that wasn't by choice.
So
that was forced.
That was maybe
it
forced, but
was forced.
it was awful, and it tasted like nail polish.
Yes, it did.
Oh, come on,
Not
you
good.
weak bitch. You know what? If you had that with a lime and Sprite, it's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
I'm not denying that.
I
but I'm not doing
agree.
a shot
No,
at gin.
it was terrible.
We
I
didn't
agree
have
with
a
you.
lime and Sprite when we did it, so like it's not that good.
All right.
It's just a
Thank
shot
the
of
sponsor
Yeah,
so we
we
can get on with the
we
show.
got to keep going. We talked about cutting this short today, but we already had technical difficulties in the beginning. Then the boy showed up, but thankfully I love that kid. So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out at Wes Anderson Music on Facebook and give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, the first original and primary sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Thanks. You know what? I got to tell you about this. Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, specifically the owner, pissed me off this past week.
Oh God.
I won't go into why, but he's still a sponsor, so I'll thank him. Thank you, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. They do a great job. They serve the Toledo and surrounding area, and not.
Wait, can I do it this week?
Well, it depends. What are you going to say?
Is
it going to be somewhere in the United States?
No. I was going to say Zimbabwe.
That's good.
I
And what
like
else
it.
do you got?
I was going to say Biloxi, Mississippi.
You ever seen that movie, Biloxi Blues?
Nope.
Okay, then. Never mind.
All right.
Jake, thanks some other sponsors. What else we got?
Ooh, so we have Cassandra at PNC. We want to thank.
Nice.
She's got to help me get my credit score up. We will go with that. See, we did Crandall's. We did. Oh, we need.
PNC, you just thanked.
No, I know. I was going to
We
say.
thank the OG, All Wear Clothing. I'm still waiting on my swag, though. So
Yeah.
some of these sponsors are going to have some issues.
Wait, hold on about that. We have not gotten any swag. I feel like since we're part of this podcast, we deserve some swag. Why haven't we gotten that yet?
I don't know. I'm waiting on it, but
I was just helping Jake, pointing to my phone, thinking Verizon.
yeah.
I mean, we got to thank Verizon.
You know, you got to speak into your mic, you douche.
Tim and Stephanie at Verizon, we got to thank.
Nice.
Good for you.
Good job.
Still can remember their
You might
name.
want to fix your pop filter so it's over your mic and you can keep talking into it. And you didn't know, I mean, you can put it in front of it. Come on, Cupcake. Cupcake. You can stand it straight up. Now you're going to be way
Lady Bligh
low.
you have?
What are you doing?
That's
Jesus.
embarrassing.
No, we're good now.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Now your chin's
your
talking
mic is
into it.
Your mic is basically humping your pop filter.
And you act like you don't like that.
I don't like that. That's kind of weird. And I can't hear you now. What happened to you talking normal?
I am talking normal, you chach.
Well, I still can't hear you. Can you hear him? Can you see anything on his levels?
I can barely hear him, but luckily we don't have to
Really?
go through 46 bowl games today, so we should be okay.
Yeah, just set it straight up. I'll help you out. Put it straight up. Put the pop filter up against it. You know who didn't have problems? Ryan.
Not
and
up-
Ryan
not-
lose that
not
last
on
week.
it.
No.
Not
on
on
it. Like this, in front of it,
Off
homeboy.
it. There you go.
There you go. Now talk normal.
Are we good now?
Yes.
There
See
we
how
go.
easy that is? That's all you
There
had to
we
do.
go. I'm sorry
You know, when
about
Shiv was
that.
here, he did a great job with
Okay,
us.
well, Shiv is an awesome person, and he was a former teacher, and I love the dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, stop kissing his ass. Why don't you go blow him too? Hey, so check this out. You thanked the right people. You know who you forgot to thank?
Ben Myers.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say?
Ben Myers
Is that his
at
name?
Charlie's Dodge.
Was that his name?
Yes.
Okay,
What
good,
was
I nailed
what
it.
did Ryan say that the parts guy's name is?
Oh, I don't remember.
Swache
Yeah.
Zimbabwe
I wish I
Buruka
should have wrote it down. But
Zavache Savach
Savach?
Chache
Savach?
Chachi.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
It was very, it was very
So
complicated.
Ben Meyer, yes, thank you, Charlie's Dodge. We appreciate it.
Meyer or Myers?
Ben Meyer.
Okay, see, I messed it up
Give
a
him
little
a-
bit. I just want to make sure.
That's okay. Give him a call.
It's like when people call me Brian and I don't like it. Pisses me off.
Sorry, Brian. 419-893-0241. Now, something we had to also bring up and mention and talk about. We've had great discussions today. We've had the kids show up. We've talked about now Stat Guy's ex-girlfriend. We've talked about Hot Friend. We've talked about the nice actress that played the mom in
Girlfriend
Elf.
and ex-wife.
Gosh, man, everybody's been on this show so far. Who else are we going to name drop?
I mean, we got to get everybody involved, right?
Yeah, Sean. I told you he pissed me off.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, yeah.
Shout
Kobe.
out.
Hey,
Shout out to Jared
speaking
Allen
of
for
that,
blocking
did-
LeBron straight up last night.
Hold on. Before you go, Biloxi Blues, I was telling you about watching. So that's a Matthew Broderick movie. You got to check it out. It's actually funny. He says something, he's like, it's so hot here. It's hotter than hot. It's like Africa hot. Apes can't even stand this kind of hot because it's so hot in Biloxi. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, did you guys see LeBron this morning? I want to say it was on his Instagrams, like after his son's basketball game the other night, talking to him about how like if you're not hitting shots, it's not a big deal. If
See,
you guys won the
I
game,
can't catch your low. You got to talk better into your
dude.
mic.
I'm talking so
See,
loud.
now you are.
Yeah, he is. We see it
There you were not.
Okay, well I am. Talking
Yeah, just keep
loud
talking
now.
to your mic. You're all right.
So I'm saying is as long
Now
as
you're
did
away
you-
from it.
Did you see LeBron talking to his
That's good
son
enough.
about playing that game the other day? Like talking to him, like hyping him up, saying like if you wouldn't have done these things, like you guys probably wouldn't have won, and you guys got lucky of how you won because of what you did. Don't be mad. Don't get down on yourself for missing shots. You guys won the game. You guys shouldn't have won. So, I mean, you gotta love when you have a dad like that who's probably one of the top one or two best players in the game. I mean, when you have two sons that are both awesome at playing basketball and who have chances to go play in the NBA, hype them up. Don't let them get too down on themselves. And I mean,
He's being a good dad. He is a good
he's
dad.
being a good dad.
I think LeBron's a good person in and off the court. People say he bitches and moans too much on the court, but I think LeBron's just fine. I mean, obviously he does a lot off the court. Hell, didn't he create a whole school for poor
Underprivileged?
families?
Yep.
I don't want to say underprivileged, but poor families in Akron.
The I Promise School in Akron.
I mean, you see what he does. He's a good dad. He's got good kids. He's been married for however many years, 10 or so years. He's been with the same lady since high school, right?
Same lady since high school.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, all the stuff that he could have done being pretty much one of the most popular people in the entire world, he hasn't, and he's been a good family man. That's good for LeBron. He's a good community guy, and it's good to see. I don't care where he plays basketball at, unless it's Golden State. Fuck them.
Idiot.
Other than that, no, he is. So, no, it's good. It's good to see, and, I mean, his kid's already been recruited, and he's in, 7th, 8th grade, I think?
I think he's in 8th grade right now.
He's either 8th grade or he's a freshman in high school, I think. I think one of the two.
I think you're absolutely right. And it's LeBron, man. I mean, what are you going to do? Everybody likes it. Well, some like him, some don't. It doesn't matter. And go ahead, buddy.
So I have to ask Gary and Bear right here. Would you put LeBron James ahead of Michael Jordan right now? You guys were alive for Michael to see
Yes.
Mike. You guys would see. You
Yes.
guys were alive to see Michael
You'll
Jordan
enjoy
play.
that, by the way. Yes.
I was not alive to see Michael Jordan play. So would you guys put LeBron?
You weren't
James?
alive to see Jordan play.
Dude,
He played in 99.
I was born in '96. By the time I was
Yeah, it
old
was
enough
right there.
to
Just throw it. Yeah, that's fine.
By the time I was old enough to know what sports are and know what people mean to sports, LeBron James was the first person that I've seen do that. So I wasn't alive to see Michael Jordan play.
James.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think
LeBron.
about LeBron and Michael Jordan?
I mean, I think, and that's the problem is I don't like this argument. I've never liked this argument because they don't play the same position, so you can't compare them. I mean, they are two different players. LeBron is an all-around guy. LeBron could play 1 through 5 if he wanted to. Jordan could play 1, 2.
Maybe
he would be a
3.
small 3 at 6'6". Jordan was absolutely clutch. Jordan was an absolute monster. Jordan also didn't win a title until he got help. So, you can only do so much as a single, just like LeBron does. I mean, you saw what he did. Cleveland was a NBA championship contending team last year. He's gone. They have 8 wins. I mean, you see, and not many people have left or moved. So I think what LeBron does, LeBron has done a lot more with, not the same supporting cast that Jordan has. And I want to hear it. Old Shaq doesn't count. I'm sorry. That if he had Shaq in his prime, LeBron would have won 6 titles. So,
okay, so if you were to have an all-time 5, would you rather have Jordan or LeBron? If you had to pick a 1 through 5 best of all time, would you rather have Jordan or LeBron?
I'd take LeBron.
I
Barely,
would too.
but Jordan would be right there, right behind him. I mean, Jordan is still an absolute monster. So
he is a monster.
He's clutch. I mean, I think that, and that's why I don't like it. Like I said, I don't like it. You want to compare people, compare Kobe and Jordan because they play the same position. And Jordan was better than Kobe, not by a lot, but by enough. And LeBron is the greatest player on the planet. I don't want to hear Durant and all these. It's not. Steph Curry isn't. LeBron is. You put Curry on the Cavs right now, they may have 25 wins. Total for the year.
I agree with that. I totally 100%.
You put LeBron back on the Cavs right now, they get 48. They go to the playoffs. I'm sorry. It's you put Durant on the Cavs right now, they may make the A seed, maybe, but I think Durant needs a supporting cast around him.
No, and I agree with that. Durant needs a supporting cast. You got to think he had James Harden and he had Russell Westbrook with him, and they could not win a championship. So
then he had Russell Westbrook because Harden was the problem. They still couldn't win a championship.
Exactly, and they could not win a championship. So, me personally, I would take, even though they did not play the same position, I would take LeBron over Jordan just for the fact that he is an all-around player. He passes the ball. He knows how to find the open man. He can collapse the defense. He
can take over a game.
He can take over a game.
Since you're talking NBA, and you can keep going into this, but after you're done, let's just go into the NBA update when you're done, because I know we have a couple of things. We'll jump around here.
Let's just go into the NBA update.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go into the NBA now, since we're talking about it. And I agree with you, just to make it short. LeBron, nobody can touch LeBron right now. That's it. I mean, it's LeBron. LeBron is the world. I mean, look where the Lakers are right now versus where they were last year. And what actually helped them is Rondo going out. Would you agree? Lonzo kind of taking over, being led by LeBron.
Yeah. Lonzo's a young player. He has the capabilities.
And he's learning and listening to LeBron.
Well, exactly. He's being mentored by one of the greatest players of all time. He has the ability to be an awesome player.
I didn't like Rondo going there anyways. He wasn't a good fit.
Exactly. And
LeBron can facilitate. Lonzo can facilitate. All Rondo does is facilitate. He's not a great scorer.
He's a bad shooter.
He's a decent rebounder, but that's all he can do is facilitate. They already have plenty of facilitators there. They don't need another one.
And I 100% agree with that. Like, they're trying to get I think Anthony Davis next year, and they're saying
it sounds like everybody is. Boston wants to trade for him. I mean,
there's a lot of teams that want Anthony Davis right now, but LeBron with Lonzo and Kyle Kuzma and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope,
But he might get traded, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is the one person I think might get traded. I think they will keep Lonzo. I think they will keep Kuzma, and I think LeBron stays obviously for the next 4 years. I think that they trade for maybe one more player, and if they get Anthony Davis, I think Golden State's going down, and I 100% believe that. I think if Kevin Durant leaves the Warriors, they're a beatable team by like at least 3 teams.
I mean, they're already a beatable team this year. They already have 10 losses, and in the last X amount of years,
well, you got to think too.
It takes them normally until March to get to 10 losses.
Well, you got to think too. Steph's been out for a while.
Steph was out last year, and they were winning. I mean,
that's true too. But
they don't have
Kevin Durant's not a killer. Kevin Durant is not a killer.
He's
Kevin
a calf
Durant,
killer.
He's a calf killer.
He killed in the finals twice.
He cannot. He can take over a game, but like he can't do it like LeBron. Like LeBron is still the best player in the game, and yeah, they're saying that LeBron's had eight blocks, 8 dunks blocked on him this year. Yeah, he's losing his edge. He's not losing his edge. He's still scoring as much as he wants a game. He's still passing the ball and getting assists like he needs to. He's still the most efficient player in the NBA right now, and you can't argue that.
No,
Kevin Durant is not the best player in the game, and Steph Curry is the best shooter in the game, but he's not the best player in the game. And
Steph turns the ball over a lot.
Exactly, and LeBron turns the ball over a lot too, but LeBron can make everybody around him better. Steph can't do that. I mean, yeah, you have Kevin Durant on your team and saves you, and Kevin Durant, when Steph's not having a good game, Kevin can come and have an awesome game and save you, but Kevin Durant leaves that team, the Golden State's not going to be doing what they're doing. If Cleveland could beat them, 3 years ago without Kevin Durant, they can.
Well, it's going to happen.
I mean,
this
any
year.
other team can beat them.
They don't have. If Boogie doesn't come back, they just don't have enough depth to be able to play with it.
Boogie is a good player, but without Boogie, they're not going to compete with a lot of these teams now. Like, yeah, Houston's not doing good this year. Like, I mean, they're doing okay, but.
I mean, Toronto just went in and beat them, I think, earlier this week.
Exactly.
So,
Toronto came in and beat them, and you got to think, like.
They're losing games that they shouldn't be losing, especially at home. I mean, they are 13-3 at home, but you don't lose to Toronto at home. They're 8-7 on the road. I mean, they're still second in the West, but they're not the same. They're not the same Warriors of years past. You've seen the animosity between Draymond and Durant. You know, with Steph out, Clay is Clay. I think he's just there. You know, he can shoot, he gets hot, but he's also very, very streaky. There's a lot of times where he is cold for a few games in a row.
Exactly. And
so it's just not going to – and they just don't have the bench to – they don't have Zaza now off the bench. They don't have these guys who can put in decent minutes.
The Lakers got JaVale.
So
they don't have those big guys.
I think this will be their year to falter. Now, will they make it to the championship? Sure, they have the most experience there. No problem about that. But I think someone in the East could knock them off other than years past where it's just been the Cavs. So, like you said, we'll see. But while we're talking about the NBA, while we're in the West, we just mentioned Golden State was in second. You got Denver in first. Oklahoma City in third. Russ has been triple-double machine again, as always. They've been hot. Paul George has been hot, so they're looking good. You got the Lakers sitting at fourth, who have been playing good ball besides the last couple of games. They lost 2 in a row, but they've been playing pretty decent lately. Then followed by the Trailblazers. The Clippers have dropped off a little bit. Grizzlies, Kings behind that. You know, you got the Mavericks, the Rockets, the Spurs, all sitting over 500 right there. And even the Pelicans, 1 game under 500, but they're also 1 game out of the 8th spot.
So are you guys sticking with your picks through over a quarter of the year? Are you guys sticking with your picks
Golden State over Boston? Yeah, I have no reason not to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to change. It's it's not going to happen. And to the East, you have Toronto leading at 23-9, Milwaukee at 20-9. Milwaukee has, they've been beating some people up lately. They're a very, very good-looking squad.
Dude, Giannis this year is literally like taking that next step into being in this, not the same category as LeBron, but I think in the next couple of years he will be in the same category.
Yeah, I mean, he's a freak.
He is a freak, exactly. Like what you said, he is a freak, and he will be. He passes the ball, he can score the ball, he makes that offense go.
Well, he's long, he's fast, he can shoot, he can block, he can defend. Giannis has everything and everything going. And, they're, like you said, they have a really good, solid team around them. So I'm pretty happy to see Milwaukee up there because they've been decent for the past couple of years. They just haven't had it.
Well, that's the thing. They've been decent, but
Giannis has also been. I mean, you got to think the kid's like 22, so he's still young, and he's been in the league for 3 or 4 years already. And now he's gaining muscle, and he's getting bigger, and he's working out with Kobe and whatnot.
And that's the thing. Like when LeBron was in the East, nobody could beat LeBron. 8 straight years in the finals, you can't argue that. He's the best player in the league. When LeBron was playing against DeRozan, Lowry, Giannis, any of those guys, he
And
always
Giannis
came
is
out
24,
on top.
by the way.
Exactly.
He just turned 24,
He's
though.
24, and I honestly think Toronto beats out.
6'11", 242. Think about when he came out, though. He had to have been, what, you say 200?
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
and
I'm
that's just
telling
off
you-
of that.
I'm telling you guys this
skinny
now.
as a beanpole.
From Stat Guy, Toronto beats out Boston this year in the finals.
No.
They make it to
Toronto
the
doesn't
finals.
even get there.
I don't agree with
No,
that.
Toronto.
I think if you look at it,
It'll be Boston. It'll be Boston and Toronto, and I think
As long as
dude, Philly's tough, Milwaukee's tough. Like, no, man, I don't see. Like, you got Kawhi, great. I don't see Toronto getting there. I mean, look, right now they would face Orlando, who they would beat, and Milwaukee would beat Charlotte, Indiana would beat Detroit, Boston and Philly would be at Philly, so Philly could win that. And then you got Philly or Boston going to Toronto, they're not winning. Like, they just don't match up well with it.
And that's not going to stay that way. Obviously,
No.
stuff's going to change.
And then Boston just went on a tear and won 8 in a row. And, a lot of it's because they benched Gordon. Gordon went to the bench.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to
That's
just-
why they won 8 in a row.
Well, he just needs to gain confidence.
Yeah, he doesn't. Dude, he's so scared playing on that ankle. That he's going to break it again.
When you have a major injury like that,
Oh, yeah.
you're scared coming back. It's just like football. It's just like
Anybody is.
baseball. Anybody is scared to come back.
The only person
from
that
a
wasn't was Tom
major
Brady.
injury. Tom Brady is the one person that came back from an injury that it was successful. And Tom Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and nobody can.
Well, I don't know, man. Brutus the Barber Beefcake came back from a crazy-ass injury. No, you probably haven't heard this.
I don't even
And I'm
know
not going
what
to go
this
into
is.
too much wrestling, but you listen to that pod, didn't you?
Yeah,
On Something to Wrestle?
His whole face was ripped off.
Yeah, dude. What were they doing? They were getting ready to
Parasail.
parasail. So this person comes knees full speed into his face, caved his face in. They had to replace his face. It was like legit face off.
like a full face,
But they didn't like his face. They actually were able to do it, and he came back fine. And then he didn't know what was going on because like he's back to working out with Hogan, and Hogan's getting him the stuff that wasn't on the market. Like he's like, oh, this is great stuff from where I get it from, and blah 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 blah. Turns out it's HGH is what it was. It wasn't heard of yet. This is the early '90s, I believe.
Yeah, yep.
And it wasn't heard of yet. And it comes here and it's HGH. Hogan was getting this shit before anything. So why was Hogan built? Because he had HGH.
Yeah,
and
and he
it wasn't illegal though at the time.
Right. No.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody is banning all these substances and trying to make it more fair for everybody. And I mean, back in the 90s, that wasn't heard of. So I mean, you found the thing that helps you get the most buff, the most agile, and everything. Like nobody knows what that is.
And here, I want you to listen, just so you're aware. This is the Celtics starting lineup right now. Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Marcus Morris, or Aaron Baines flip, and Horford. Now, Daniel Thies, he plays a lot. Smart, of course, Rozier. But here's something that you need to think about. And now Robert Williams is starting to get in a little bit, the rookie they got at A&M. Morris has been a stud since he has been in.
No, more. I agree with that.
He just played the other
Morris.
day when he played against the Pelicans and Anthony Davis, the Celtics won. Morris had 32 points. The guy is a stud.
No, and I
Both of the Morris
completely agree
brothers
with
are
that.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
underrated.
Even last year when
I totally agree, underrated.
Even last year, I agree he's underrated. Even last year when they were playing, and they made it all the way to the finals without Aaron Gordon, and they had what, 2 rookies, 3?
Who's that?
What, Tatum and
Well, they had Tatum. Was the
Brown?
rookie. No, Brown was 2 year, second
Brown's
year.
2 year?
Yeah, he's second year.
Okay,
Now he's
well,
third year.
Well, you even got to think about that. They had a lot of guys who had a lot of inexperience, and they made it
Right.
all the way to the finals, and they played decently against the Cavs with LeBron.
Well, see, when they were playing, here's what I want you to think about. And during their 8-game win streak, okay, they scored 124, 128, 118, 128, 133, 113, 130, 129, and then they finally lost. They scored 104.
What was the defense averaging in those games?
It was
Was
108, 125, 100, 77. Because remember, they beat the Cavs, or not the Cavs, the Bulls. You saw that, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
they beat them by like 45, 50.
56. It was the biggest win in their history. At Chicago, by the way, who's trash. 100, 109.
They're a freaking mess right now. Did they see that fight with OKC?
Yes.
Last
Unreal.
night? Ugh.
Yeah, but just so you're aware, the thing about them is they're coming together, and they have one of the, aside from Pop, probably and Kerr. Kerr's obviously a good coach too. Would you agree, Bear, that he's up there with coaches, like potentially top 3?
Brad Stevens is
definitely
definitely top
coach.
5.
Yeah,
yeah, I would say Pop is going to be number 1. Kerr probably number 2.
agreed.
Man, you know what? Even though Detroit isn't doing so hot, I like Dwayne Casey. I think he's a good coach. He needs to
He
figure out
got
that talent.
screwed in Toronto. We all agree.
did.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
And
He got completely screwed.
And I think we saw that Ariza went to Washington.
Yep.
That I don't think they're going to dismantle that now that they got Ariza there.
I don't think so either. We'll see. They need to rebound a little bit. But
Agreed.
Also, Billy Donovan at OKC. I don't think he's as good as Stevens, but he's up there. He's close. But yeah, I think Brad Stevens is a very intellectual coach. He knows what he's doing. He's had these guys, for a good amount of time. Obviously, he just got Kyrie and Hayward, who was hurt last year. But I think and that's what he's toying with it in the beginning of the year. He's going to be that guy that comes back large in the second half and knows how to play with this lineup. And I think they're going to be definitely a team to contend with. And that's why I wouldn't even think about changing my pick. And that's what the Cavs did for, a couple of years when LeBron would get new guys in. They struggled the first few games. And everyone, is this it? LeBron not going to do it? No, it's just new chemistry. You got to figure out ways to work with your players, and that's what's happening in Boston. You're finally getting Hayward back full time because you didn't have him at all last year. You had him for what, 5 minutes? I mean, you have this chemistry. And you got to find ways to fit it in. And I think they're going to do just fine. They'll probably get a piece around the trade deadline, something else. Not Anthony Davis-esque, but they'll get something else. Nothing large because I think they have a really good team. But Brad Stevens is toying with it. He knows what he's doing. I still think they're going to make the finals, no doubt.
Well, and today, just so you're aware, because I was talking to you about this. So right now they're playing Phoenix, and it's 30-22 with about 2 minutes left in the first. The Celtics are winning. Tatum, Baines, Smart, Kyrie, and Jaylen Brown all started. So Gordon's on the bench. He hasn't even entered the game yet. 3 other guys have entered the game. And Rozier has come off the bench too, and Thies has also come off the bench. So, like I said, you can kind of see it. They've got Tatum playing small forward, and they brought Smart in to play point guard. And right now they have essentially 3 guards in. They got Kyrie, Jaylen, and Marcus Smart, and Baines and Tatum. So they're running small. Horford's not playing. He's out, I believe. And but you look at it, you've got, for example, Tatum's got 6 points, 2 blocks, a steal, and a rebound. Baines has only played 2 minutes, but he has 4 points and a rebound. You've got Smart, who's played 10 minutes. He's got 3 and 2. And then Kyrie has 7 points, 6 assists. 7 points and 6 assists.
Well, hold on.
And a rebound and 2 steals.
That's the thing. Do you think you're a Celtics fan, Gary?
I am.
So, do you think that Gordon is a good fit or a bad fit for the Celtics? Because last year they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals without Gordon Hayward
Or Kyrie.
And they played good against the Cavs with LeBron. Do you think Gordon Hayward is a good fit for the Celtics?
Okay. I think
he's off the bench.
I think it's too early to tell, and I think the injury played with it. If you were to ask me who's more important to the Celtics between Kyrie and Gordon, I'd say Kyrie all day.
I would agree.
And it's interesting to think about. If he didn't get hurt last year, we don't know what would have happened. I think Kyrie, I think Tatum, I think Marcus Morris. I think those 3 guys are more important than Gordon. I think Hayward or Horford is more important than Gordon.
And that's the thing; they're all important players on that team.
And
but
I would be okay if they found a way to trade Gordon to the Pelicans. That's my high hope to get Davis, but it basically can't happen this year. So like Bear had said earlier, Anthony Davis. But they're trying to get other people. More than likely goes to the Pelicans, but they can't or to the Lakers, excuse me. But they can't get him and Kawhi and
they can't afford
Ariza.
it.
They can't do it. And they might not. I mean, they're going to get one other stud. They're going to. And that's probably it because I think he likes who he's playing with. He just needs another veteran with him.
They're going to, but do you think Gordon Hayward and Kyrie, can they mesh on the same team and can they go to their full potential? Do you think that those two can catapult that team to the finals?
I think if they run him, the good thing about Brad Stevens,
he knows how to run a team. He knows how to coach a team. He knows how to.
And the good thing is he could take 8 guys, even 10 guys, and put 5 starters in on any of them. He can make any of them 5 starters, and he's still going to come out potentially on top or win 8 out of 10 games every time. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's just you have to have, like Bear always talks about, you got to have that facilitator. Well, Rozier's a good one. Kyrie's a good one. You have them both in there. And with your guys, like Morris has always been a good player. And like Bear said,
he's an underrated player.
He's very underrated.
No, him and Markeith. I mean, both Morris
totally
brothers
agree.
are very underrated.
And what I think when I think of Brad Stevens, what I think his best quality is he can get the best out of any player.
Out of what he has.
If they're a superstar, if they're a third on the depth chart, I think he can get the best out of them.
Okay, so Gordon Hayward doesn't go to the Celtics.
We are already 40 minutes in.
It doesn't even matter.
The good thing is sports will go quick today.
Gordon Hayward
Football.
doesn't go to the Celtics. Do you think that's a better choice or a worse choice that he doesn't go to the Celtics? Even though he gets hurt the first game of last year,
I'll be lying if I said I wasn't excited. I was excited to have him come.
Even as a non-Celtics fan, as a Cavs fan, I was excited to see him go to the Celtics.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense. But now, I'm like, you don't even need him.
You don't need him. He has Terry Rozier. He has McMorris. He has Kyrie.
But you didn't. You needed him not to be there to realize you probably didn't need him.
Exactly.
Because if he doesn't go there, you probably don't have other pieces in that puzzle. So you still need him there. And like I said, I'm not saying he needs to start again, but if he comes off the bench and plays 32 minutes a game and puts up 20 and 6 and 5,
that puts the Celtics in the finals.
I think
you don't need someone like LeBron to be there and play 41 minutes a game.
Agreed.
You don't need a player like that. Certain times you're going to need Kyrie to step up and do that. I understand. There's going to be games where it's got to happen. But if you have 7 guys or 8 guys play 30 minutes, that's much better than having 5 guys play 40 minutes or 3 guys play 40 minutes, 2 other guys play 35 minutes, and then 2 other guys or 3 other guys play 15 minutes like the Cavs did, because that's what they did. You had big minutes, and then the reserves, not so much.
And what happened for them?
It worked because they had LeBron.
And Boston should have won that. I mean, they're up 3-2, but the problem that comes into the fact is LeBron is LeBron, and experience comes into play. And do you think? Let's go hypothetical here. Boston gets to the final last year. Do you think they would have won a game against Golden State?
I think they would have maybe. See, this is a
yes.
thing. I think they would have won a game, but if J.R. Smith doesn't fuck with that,
if George Hill just makes his free throw, it is a free throw for a reason.
You got to think, game 1 of the finals when he gets that rebound, J.R. Smith runs it back to half court and totally fucks up game 1 of the finals. Do you think the Cavs had a chance last year with LeBron?
No. They would have won that, and that's it.
I think
it changed the momentum, everything. LeBron was pissed after that.
He was
really
pissed.
They may have won 2.
But
Golden State was winning that.
Golden State would have won the next 3.
Would you rather the Cavs win 2 games? Would you rather them get swept
I don't care. It's the Cavs. I was happy to see LeBron leave, and so many people respect how he left this time because they knew you got your title, you're gone. Go make your multi-millions and do what you are with your business and your kid in LA.
He signed those 2-year contracts with the Cavs every time since he's been back since Miami.
And this is the first 4-year deal he signed,
and
isn't it?
He goes to LA and he signs a 4-year, $150, 60, $70 million contract.
And in 4 years his kid's going to be out of high school and college,
right?
Exactly.
The thing. Bronny Jr. is going to be probably in the NBA by then.
He'll either be first year of college, but they may change that rule by then.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be surprised.
Exactly, and he wants to play with his son. And I honestly think that's
wherever his son gets drafted, he's going.
He's going to go there.
Yeah.
And
Would you agree?
He's going to play with his son for at least a year.
I agree. I think he's going to play with this kid for 1 year, wherever it is, and then he'll be done, and then he'll retire, and he'll go do his business ventures and everything else. I think he understands that he doesn't want to outlive his legacy, and when he knows he can't play, I don't like that Jordan came back to the Wizards when he was 40. There's no need to. Why? It was to prove himself, probably because he was hearing shit, There was no need for Jordan to come back
Right.
then.
And
I
that's,
agree.
and that's the thing.
look,
LeBron,
it's dick blood.
LeBron has 2 sons. Both are more than capable of playing basketball. They can make it to the league, and LeBron wants to play with his son, at least his oldest. He is going to do that. That's why he signed his 4-year.
Signed his 4-year deal.
That's why he signed his 4-year deal with
Damn.
the Lakers. He wants to play with his son because by the time his contract is up with LA, his son can be eligible to play in the
Well,
league.
no matter what he does, oh gosh, and no matter what he does, it'll be fine when you look at it. And I think we know what's going to happen with him, but that's okay. So let's
Switch into college basketball here.
Just quick update. What, Kansas has won?
Kansas has won, Duke 2, Tennessee 3. Michigan 11-0 sitting at 4 is kind of surprising. I don't know why they're not up there at
What,
2.
Michigan State's what, 10 or 11?
State is
And Ohio State's
10.
17?
Ohio State is 15.
15, great.
Yep. They
Jake.
they play UCLA Saturday.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting. Buffalo's up there at 10-0. Texas Tech 10-0. Houston 10-0, and your favorite Gary Furman 12-0.
Furman. What are they ranked?
424th.
Furman.
Figured you'd enjoy that.
Nice. Well, let's just jump real quick into NHL. What do we got? Jake, anybody? NHL standings?
The Red Wings still suck.
All right. Well,
They've been playing good hockey.
They've been playing all right.
They've been playing decent, but they're not where they need to be, and they're not contending.
I'll take the East. I'll take the East. You take the West. How's that?
Okay.
So East Atlantic. We got Tampa Bay at 1 at 54 points. Who took Tampa? You remember?
I don't know. I told you to write it down somewhere. I haven't seen it yet.
You gave me the papers. I don't have it up. What we're going to do is put these boards into the wall, by the way. They're just going to get drilled right into the wall. So Tampa is 1, and I had I think San Jose over Tampa. That's who I had. Tampa is 1 overall at 54. That's insane.
Yeah, they've been destroying.
They are so far ahead. Washington at 43 is number 1 in the Metro, and like we said, Tampa Bay number 1 with 54 points. 2 in the Atlantic is Toronto 46. Buffalo is 3rd. Boston is 4th. In the Metropolitan, Washington, followed by the Blue Jackets, the Islanders, and the Penguins. So Penguins right now would end up playing Tampa Bay, which would be tough for them. They would be going out, and we got the Red Wings are in obviously the Atlantic, and they are sitting in 7th with 33.
Yeah, and they didn't have. I'm not saying opportunity, but they weren't going to make the playoffs this year.
No, and we said that.
That's a building block here.
But they're doing okay. They're all right. What do you got in the West?
So in the West, we have Winnipeg and Nashville tied with 46 points up top in the Central, followed by Colorado at 42 points, Dallas at 37 points is your top 4. In the Pacific, Calgary has 46 points as well, San Jose at 43, Anaheim at 43, and Vegas sitting at 40
sneaking in
the
there, man.
8th seed right now.
I love it. They'd be playing
7th
Winnipeg.
seed, excuse me.
Yeah, they'd be playing.
No,
It goes 1 to 4, 1 to 4. That's how they do it. So Winnipeg would be playing Vegas, Calgary would be playing Dallas, Colorado would play San Jose, and Anaheim would play Nashville.
Yep.
That's how they would do it. That'd be pretty awesome. So NHL, that's it. That's all we got for NHL. What do we got from Justin on the Twitter?
Okay, so for Justin on the Twitter, and sorry for throwing my pen there, he asked what, and this will tie right into football, and that's why I wanted to do this. This will tie into NFL, which we'll get to in a little bit. But he asked, what are the best and worst NFL Pro Bowl selections? Bonus points for anyone that says Geno Atkins is the best. I'm going to start that one, Justin. No. Okay,
Nope.
past that.
Here, I got worst. Andy Dalton.
He made it to the Pro Bowl?
I'm just guessing.
Oh, I don't think he did.
He definitely did
I
not
would
make
hope
it
he
to the
didn't.
Pro Bowl this year.
No, I'm just. Oh, he's talking this year.
No, he's talking this year, yes.
Oh, my bad.
I was about to say.
So biggest bust, Kamara not getting in.
how about McCaffrey, who is better than Kamara this year?
He didn't get in either.
McCaffrey and Kamara didn't get in.
Oh my.
No, and
Mike Evans didn't get in.
McCaffrey should have made it in this year, and I mean, Geno Atkins is on the line, and yeah, he's a Bengals, like I am a fan of. Geno Atkins is a pretty good lineman. I mean,
shut up.
The best.
You shut up.
The best part of this whole thing, and no one cares about Cincinnati because they suck. The best part of the whole thing is that it's still a fan vote, which I hate, and no one cares. That's why nobody cares about the Pro Bowl.
It is a fan vote.
I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in 10 years.
So he said he wanted to know the best pick.
I mean,
who do you got, Gary? Who's your best pick to be in the Pro Bowl this year?
McCaffrey. McCaffrey would be up there. Like that's actually in it or that didn't make it.
No, that overall.
I don't think Brady should have made it.
If you were to say who should be the top 3 picks in the Pro Bowl this year,
Top 3 picks.
top 3 picks.
Mahomes.
Mahomes, obviously.
Breeze.
Yup.
And probably Phillip Rivers.
And probably
number 3?
Rivers.
Okay, so you
Quarterback.
Have three
For
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
You have 3 quarterbacks in that.
Yeah, or if you go running back, I'm with him. I think I'd take McCaffrey and Kamara over anybody there.
And I would too. That's
Kamara,
the thing.
when Ingram came back, obviously we knew his production
screwed
was
him,
going to.
yeah.
But it didn't really screw him. He still had a good year. He still had a monster year
Oh, I
for a
agree.
running back who split shares for 11 games. They have 2 games left, so 10 games so far. I mean, McCaffrey has been just an absolute monster all year. I'm pretty sure he's a better quarterback than Cam Newton is, by the way, if you saw that pass on Monday night.
Dude, that was badass.
I mean,
just so I can say that.
The fact that
Who's that?
McCaffrey's
McCaffrey.
pass.
Oh, yeah.
he threw
It was
the
nuts.
pass to the tight end.
I know, because that.
No,
Can you just hold
on.
on? Quickly say what happened in our league in the semifinals.
Oh God! Well,
First off, you're not wearing a dress.
first off, Jake, you get a glimpse of this one. So this was by the way, this is the best last place game ever, probably in the history of fantasy football.
Agreed. Run through it.
I had Lamar Miller
Hurt.
first drive, again in the Jets game, 0 points, 8 yards, 0 points. Aaron Jones hurt the third drive for the Packers, 8 yards, 0 points. My opponent had Royce Freeman, had 1 catch, so he got 0.5. LeGarrette Blount, 8 yards, 0 points. So our running backs total had 0.5. Last minute, I had in Curtis Samuel. Last minute, I changed him out for Jalen Samuel as Pittsburgh's running back. Luckily, he got me 19 and saved me from wearing a dress.
Go Buckeyes.
I won 63.5 to 50.5.
Are you serious? That would.
Oh,
wait,
dude.
hold on.
Hold on. He would have beat me this week. I had 59.5.
You're saying your scores were, what, 60 something?
63.5 to 50.5, yeah. And he
Dude.
had Andrew Luck, who luckily Marlon Mack had a game
I will.
against
I will
Dallas.
say this now. Curtis Samuel can be a decent NFL player.
No, I agree.
Yeah, he sucks.
But he,
But Barry, you need to shut your mouth over there.
He sucks.
he'll be all right.
He'll be all right. He's
Not
he
with
doesn't suck.
Cam Newton at quarterback.
No, I
He
agree
sucks.
there. I don't think he sucks with Cam as quarterback.
I've seen him drop
But
a lot of balls.
that's the thing.
He's
You
not great.
have quarterbacks who can throw the ball that also run the ball. You got to think Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, and
Well, Lamar Jackson and Cam Newton are different categories.
they are
of each
different.
other.
But Lamar Jackson is young, and he still thinks he's in college and he can run the ball whenever he wants. He's not used to the NFL where he's gonna get smacked.
He has been. Lamar
And he-
Jackson's been running
He
all
has
over
been
people.
smacked. Cam Newton is a bigger guy who can take more hits. Who
Okay.
can?
Cam Newton get beat up.
Hey,
way more.
I want to tell you about something. So I told you that I was playing Dan in my work league, the Asian Polak, and then Kelly was playing somebody else. Kelly won handily, and I was hoping to play her in the championship. And no, I lost. I want you to know that. I want you to listen to this, Bear, just because you'll appreciate this. Phillip Lindsay, Thielen, and Ebron all together. You know how many points they got me?
Probably 70
Phillip
points.
Lindsay,
60
Ebron, and
points.
Thielen, like 7.5.
7.1.
Yeah.
7.1. I lost this game by 25
Ebron only had
points.
1 catch.
One catch. Lindsay had 24 yards rushing and 20
He
receiving.
didn't do much. And
Nope.
Thielen only had 2 catches for like 25 yards.
19 yards.
'cause He screwed me in my other league.
Yep, Kamara, he did okay, 16. Vikings got me 13. McCaffrey got me 18. I'm like, you look at my team, but he has a good team too. So he has Mahomes. Carson went off with 20
Yeah,
points.
Mahomes didn't have a great game, so this was the week to play. I played against Mahomes
Right.
in my other one.
He had Mahomes at 18. Carson had 20. Barkley, he has Saquon, only had
He
5.
didn't do anything.
Hilton had 8. This is what killed me. DeAndre, 29.
Yeah, I played against him.
Brait had 0.1 or 0.9. Jackson from the Chargers had 14.5. And so what killed me, and he also had Damian Williams, but on his bench. So what killed me, and we talked about my team, we're like, I shouldn't lose, right? And then we just realized that it just, every year this is what happens. So Kelly, like I said, won her game. She had 120. She had Roethlisberger. Barber had 14.9. Mack, who, by the way, I picked up for, 24.9. Julio Jones, 14. Juju didn't do anything. Derrick Henry, who I also picked up for her and told her to start,
he was sitting on
2
my bench.
touchdowns. He was sitting on your bench?
Yeah, again,
Oh,
2
gosh.
weeks in a row, both the way. And you know what? I played Curtis Samuel over him like a dumbass.
Well, she should have had, and she has Kareem Hunt on her bench. Obviously, he's nothing right now, but she has Trubisky. She had Roethlisberger in over Trubisky, being a Steelers fan. But I'm like, damn, I'm hoping she wins this week. I don't think it's if she wins with that team and I don't with mine.
That's how. Well, I mean,
That's
how
how fantasy
football
goes.
works.
Like right now, I am so happy. I'm so happy, and I'm the biggest. Sorry, fuck you, Nate. I'm the biggest R. Kelly fan this week.
Yep.
And I want him to win.
He won by a half a point because of McCaffrey.
Because of
That was great.
McCaffrey. And this is the half point thing, man. If he didn't beat me by that half point, he's not in the playoffs, which I wouldn't. I would have made it to this round and lost.
Yep.
And that would have been it. And then, so whoever I would have played, who did he play?
Cody.
So Cody would be playing Nate, if that's how that shook out.
Yep.
Because I would have won week 1.
Now
I'd be
it's-
playing Cody.
Instead of 1 versus 2, it's 1 versus 6. So you got the top seed in the playoffs, and you
6
got the
and
last
7
seed
record.
in the playoffs.
I love it. 6 and 7. Who was 2-0 in the
That's-
playoffs, so he's 8 and 7.
That's what I did in. I think that was the first
Yeah,
or second
in
year in
mine.
Euro League.
Yep,
I entered.
you did.
I was last, and I just got on a heater at 6 and 7.
Give him the
Won the
heater.
Championship.
Hold on. Let's just say if I picked the Falcons defense over the Bears defense last Sunday, and I would have picked Juju Smith-Schuster
Smith-Schuster.
or whatever, and Adams out of Chicago over Smith-Schuster, I would have won $7,500. And that's facts. If I would have picked those two guys, I would have.
Hey, you know what? If I would have put it in a lineup, I would have won too.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I didn't put in a-
But that's the thing with DraftKings.
Last week I played one NBA thing, or I played the Thursday night NFL game. Did I tell you about that?
That's
That's
what I did.
All I did was played $15, walked out with $550.
You
Nice.
did?
Yeah, because I was just like, oh, I'm gonna put in Damian Williams because nobody's going to.
I did
I'm gonna put in
him too.
Yeah,
Jackson.
you play the show. I play the showdown every. I'll do it
Dude,
for the
love
Thursday
it.
night, Sunday night.
Fucking love it.
Oh yeah,
It's
great.
fantastic. All right, so hey, let's get into our picks. You know, we're gonna get into it. Can you just update us a little bit last week on how we did on our college football picks? Do you
Nope.
even have any idea?
Well, I had the ESPN pick.
Oh yeah. No,
NFL
talk
pulled
about
up
that,
on
please.
college.
The bowl games. Yeah, talk about
No,
that.
I didn't have that pulled up.
Oh yeah. Well,
I had NFL.
I'll let you talk
pulled
about.
up.
Well, while
Let
you're
me-
pulling that
let
up,
me
because I got to pull up the other stuff. Let's thank our sponsors. Jake, you want to do that again for us?
Let's do Tim and Stephanie at Verizon.
Boom.
Let's do Crandall's Quality Lawn Care.
Boo.
Even though Gary is mad at him right now.
Yeah, he doesn't listen, so I don't give a shit.
I mean, that's okay, but he's still a sponsor.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
let's do. Yeah, I'm done after that.
Anybody else?
Brandon McBear.
You got Verizon. You said.
Verizon, Tim and Stephanie at Verizon because they're awesome.
Did you say
and-
Cassandra?
Or sorry, Cassandra
At?
Verizon.
No.
Or, sorry, Cassandra at PNC.
Yes.
She needs to help me get my credit score up.
Who else you got?
Let's see what else we
Dude,
got
what do you
here.
drive, man? What did you
Oh.
used to drive?
Sorry, I have a Ram, but it is in the shop right now, and it will be there for a month and a half. We got,
Ben Meyer, baby.
Ben Meyer at
All Wear Clothing, Old G. Ben Meyer at Charlie's Dodge. You
Cool.
said Tim and Stephanie at Verizon. Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, Sean. And then
The OG.
the OG. Well, we said the OG. Brandon at All Wear. Not the Brandon here.
Gary, and that is why you are the sponsor man, because you know all
That's why I
of
just
that.
facilitate this. But don't forget Wes Anderson, Moments of Time. Thank
Wes-
you. At Songs by Wes on Twitter. And Wes Anderson Music on Facebook. So I'm going to quickly just go into, so the bowl games picks, we did straight up. So I have,
Sorry, I got him now.
yeah, you got
I apologize.
it. Podcast, we had what, 5?
We have 5 so far.
And
Who
this-
does, hold on a second.
Do I not
Shiv.
count?
I think Shiv got 7, didn't he?
He's 7 for 7 right now.
7-0. But you know what he did on the show? He's 4-3 on the show.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
like that
wait.
jerk face. He
Wait.
he didn't go with his actual picks.
Does Shiv count and I don't?
No, you
That's-
counted. You counted. He was the tiebreaker. We only took him as a tiebreaker.
Yep.
So
the
my
podcast.
so my
All your picks count.
So my picks count. When you texted me last week and said your picks don't matter.
No, the points.
Okay.
Your
okay,
points
okay,
didn't matter.
okay.
No, this matters. So you got Brandon sitting at 5-2. Bears at 5-2. I'm at 5-2. You're at 3-4.
Which
Sorry, your pronouns, pal. Jake's at 3-4. Podcast is at 5-2.
Okay.
Shiv's at 4-3 on here, but 7-0 against
on
us.
This, yes.
And then Dan, who I'm playing against for a cool $20 bill, is 4-3. And we got Ohio and San Diego State playing right now, which we should have on. Shouldn't we? Hey, who's that guy?
We have
definitely
Ohio.
Donald Trump.
We
and some hot ass bitch.
we have Ohio.
Jeez.
Shiv has Ohio as well, so we're gonna figure that
Hey,
out.
Jake and
Just hit
Brandon took San Diego State, so thanks for Shiv for us for taking Ohio. I hope.
Yeah, hopefully Ohio does something here.
Yeah. Do we know the score of the game? We're gonna turn it on.
Oh, it was 0-0 last time I checked.
All right. Well, we're gonna get it on. You doing all right over there, bud?
Yeah,
So like
Go
I said,
ahead.
Shiv sitting at 7 right now, undefeated. Elise, who just keeps popping up everywhere. Also, a spoiler for NFL Pick'em. This person also is.
Did you see I tagged you in that? I found out who it is. I
Tied
tagged you
with
in the
us.
post. Did you see it
Mom.
on Facebook?
I don't know if I don't remember if I did or not.
I tagged you in it. I found out who he is. We're gonna get him. We're gonna find him. We know
That's
it.
fine. We'll figure it out. We don't have to let that one go since it's been a mystery. So sitting at 6 and second, along with Buck Wild, 1.
Is that the one that? That was. I did have a conversation with West Texas Rednecks. I think that's the same guy.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my Facebook stuff was blowing up on that, and you were in. I was like, "What is going on?" It
Yeah,
kept
'cause I was
going
answering
off.
it.
But
yeah, here I found it. Here, look at this. Look, I found him. See, what's the name of the group? I said, what would be the name of the group? And then he said something here, and he said this, and I said, we found him. That's his name right there. We won't give it out. And he said the mysterious Elise. Figured as
Gotcha.
much, was just being a smart ass. Oh gosh, I love it. I'm happy. I'm happy we found who he is. I will give him credit. He's a Buckeyes fan. So
Go Bucks.
go Bucks. I appreciate you, buddy. Elise.
is the name of a Buckeyes running back, isn't that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The Doc.
Okay. So Buck Wild 1 is sitting in second as well. The ex-wife is sitting in second.
Whoa, what's she at?
Six.
Six
Yep.
and 1?
6 and 1.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Bitch.
We might get kicked out of here if she beats us.
God, what a bitch.
Nice catch, Ohio.
Jesus.
So then we have 5. Bowling for Buckeyes has 5. Gary's burner account has 5.
Yeah.
Hawks Nation has 4, sitting in 8th. 69 has
Oh, I wonder who that is, burner account.
69 has 8. Oh yeah. By the way,
Eight.
4 in 8.
How do you have 4?
Because
Did you take a different? You took different from here.
No, I put it in 3 picks late, so I missed the first 3 games. So I didn't even get to
So you
pick
should
the
have.
first
So
3
you should be
games.
5 and 2.
I should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
But I did make
sucks.
some different picks on mine than what we did just for shits.
Oh,
and
I didn't. I
gigs.
put the same ones in.
Brother Love is tied at 4.
Brother Love, Jeremy the man,
Mike
Mr. Perfect.
Team, and then
How many we got in this one?
it looks like 14.
That's pretty good.
NW
For putting it
Fra-
out 2 days before the damn bowl games.
NW Frass 1 has 3.
That's
Hot
Nate.
Friend has 3.
Ooh, hot friend.
She doesn't know a lot about college, so
She's
it's
still
a lot,
hot.
a
It's
lot,
whatever.
a lot of who has
Gives a
the
shit.
who has the better jersey, better helmet.
It's
Joe.
It's his hot friend. I can still call her hot. Who gives
Joe.
a shit?
she is
Joe.
hot,
Jesus Christ! Let me finish the fucking thing. God, I will leave. Joe Schmo 719 has 1, and Grayson's Catboys has 1.
No. Okay, so I need to talk about that.
I have a feeling I know who that is.
Yes. So Grayson, all I did was for all the games. That's why he probably only has 1. I read every game to him. I read who was playing who, and he picked it just based off the name.
I like it.
Obviously, you can see he's 1 and 6. Poor guy. So who was his only win? Can you check that?
I just clicked.
I mean,
God
dude,
damn it.
come on. Like, he's what?
5.
5?
Yeah.
And he's 1 and 6.
Yeah, Grayson. I said, what do you want your name to be? Grayson's Cat Boys. So that's what he is. So
Well, that's what happens when you haven't loved Batman so much.
hey, dude, it's okay. Cat Boys from PJ Masks. God, Fruit Loop, get out of here.
Fruit Loop, that's
So anyway, when it comes to the actual points, and we bet the lines last week, our boy Brandon was 6 and 1. So that puts him at 85, 71, and 4.
Grayson picked Fresno State correctly.
Oh, there he goes.
He has Ohio tonight.
Nice.
Wait. What did I go last week? Even
I
though
got you. You're in
don't
here.
count, but what did I do last week?
Well, you didn't go in on it. You only bet the one
I-
game, Alcorn State. That was it.
I gave you all my picks.
Did you? Not for points.
Yeah.
You just gave me the one. That was it.
I mean, I gave you who won.
Yeah, and I told you where you were at. So we're okay. So if we're going by the points, if you just showed up last week, we wouldn't have this problem.
Okay, well, I had to work.
Okay, Bear 5 and 2. I was 4 and 3. So Bear and I are now both 73, 83, and 4. Right?
Yep.
And then Brandon is 85, and he's just going
71
further.
and 4.
You
Yeah,
guys
yes.
better be Brandon.
We're not going to beat him in college. He's going to be, dude. He's going to crush us. But it's okay. So we're going to see what happens, and then we still got the Ohio game tonight. So right now, for this past week, 5-2 for Bear and Ryan, our guest last week. 4-3 for me, 6-1 for Brandon. We got the games this week. Let's just get right to it. And I'm not going to have it on the screen because I have already put in Brandon and I's picks for this week. So let's get right into the first game. We got the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. We've got USF and Marshall. South Florida is getting 2.5 points. Marshall is a 2.5-point favorite. Tell me who you got, Jake.
Ooh, I gave you all my picks last week, so
You gave me the bowl games picks. You took. I'm going to pull this up over here so you can see who you took.
Yeah, I want to know who I took.
This is who you took straight up. You took San Diego.
Marshall.
Oh, sorry, Marshall. You took straight up.
So I'm gonna.
But they're a 2.5-point favorite. So, do you think they win by 2.5?
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I think they win by. I'm gonna go. They win by 6. They win.
Okay.
I took USF straight up, so you know what my pick is.
Yeah, I did too. I took them straight up. And Brandon's got Marshall winning 31-27.
Okay. Next, the FIU versus Toledo in the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl. Toledo is a 6-point favorite.
That's big. Brandon's got it at 42-31. I'm also taking Toledo. Jake?
I'm taking Toledo as well.
I'm also going with the Rockets. Next, Western Michigan versus BYU in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. BYU, probably, I think this may be the biggest favorite out of all bowl games. Like Bama, I think, was 14.
Yeah, and then Clemson was like 13 or 12.5.
Yeah.
Those two are the biggest in this.
Yeah, than this. 12-point favorite, but BYU is pretty much playing at home here. So BYU minus 12. What does Dub have?
Sorry, Dub has BYU 38-20. I also have BYU.
Go ahead, Jake.
And I'm pretty sure I had BYU as well. I gave him all my picks last week, so
You're taking them to win by 12?
yep.
12 is an astounding number, but at home they should win by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, if
against a
they're
MAC
at
school.
home on their home field with that blue turf, they got it.
That's Boise State, not BYU.
Yeah, that's Boise with the blue turf.
Next, Memphis versus Wake Forest in the Jared Birmingham Bowl. Wake Forest
great
is
name of a guy.
3.5-point underdog. Jake.
What did you say?
Wake Forest 3.5-point underdog against Memphis.
Let's go Memphis wins outright.
Okay, by more than 3.5 though.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Let's go with that.
I'm gonna take Memphis also here.
Same here.
Brandon, take Memphis also.
41-24.
Okay. Next, Houston versus Army in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Army 3.5-point favorite.
Brandon took Houston to win 27-21. Let's see if that matches up. It does.
Yes, it does. Man, I don't like 3.5. It's such a dirty number. Give me Army. God, I hope they just win by 7. Army by 7.
I've also got Army. Jake.
I'm trying to look at what I have here. I'm going. Let's go Army. They win.
You picked Houston.
You picked
Okay,
Houston.
well then, if I picked Houston, let's go Houston.
Yeah, you got
I can't.
3.5 points.
Dude, I'm blind. I can't see your screen over
All right,
here.
I'll
That's
help
the
you
thing.
out. So next game, go ahead.
Buffalo versus Troy in the Dollar General Bowl. Gary's favorite. Troy is a 2-point favorite, or 2-point underdog, excuse me.
And Jake, you took Troy to win this game,
We're gonna stick with that.
and they're a 2-point dog.
I'm gonna win this tournament.
And I have Buffalo outright. I have Buffalo winning by 3, so give me Buffalo.
And Brandon has Buffalo winning by 10.
Nice.
Next.
Next, Louisiana Tech versus Hawaii in the SoFi Hawaii Bowl. Hawaii, 1-point favorite at home.
1 point.
So
We all took Hawaii.
yeah, Hawaii is going to win that game. I'm going to go with that just for the fact that I have people from Hawaii and they have good people that play down there. I'm going to go with Hawaii for the win.
That was the worst.
That's okay.
Thing I've heard
That's
about prepping for a
because
game.
I'm about to piss my pants and
Rainbow Warriors by 7.
Rainbow Warriors by 7.
All right.
I got them as well, and Brandon's got them 35-31.
Next, Boston College versus Boise State in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Boise State, 2.5-point favorite. Now that's the kind of number I like. Boise State by 3, easily.
Yep, Boise State by 3.
I got Boise as well. Brandon's got Boise State 38-28.
Minnesota versus Georgia Tech in the Quick Lane Bowl. I'm pretty sure this is in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field. Georgia Tech, 6-point favorite.
Well, I already know who you're taking.
Yep. I have Minnesota winning outright, and I'll have Minnesota covering.
Obviously. I've got Georgia Tech covering in this. And then Brandon's got Minnesota in the 6, but Georgia Tech winning 27-24.
Okay.
Jake,
What I have?
you have Minnesota. So
I'm going to stick with that. Every pick that I picked last week, we're going to stick with, and we're going to go
unless
with that.
points matter here, like in this next one.
All right. Next, this is the last one we have for this week. California versus TCU in the Cheez-It Bowl. TCU is a
Cheez-It
2-point
Bowl.
favorite. I picked Cal outright, so you know who I'm taking here too.
Cal. Brandon also has Cal 33-21. I've got TCU in the 2. -2. I think they win by 3. You've also got TCU.
Yeah, I got TCU then. I'm just saying I got to piss.
All right. So while he goes to piss, we are going to actually take a break. As always, we talk about our sponsors. We're going to thank them again one more time. Verizon, Charlie's Dodge, PNC, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, and the OG All Wear Clothing. And we're back. So last week, NFL picks, we were all 8-8, being Brandon, Bear, myself, and the podcast, all 8-8. Ryan, our guest, was 11-5.
Podcast got 9.
We got 9?
Yep.
What did I miss?
Did you miss Monday night probably?
No, Saints, right?
Podcast shows 9. That's what my stats say on ESPN. So I must have got one back from that one.
Did you get
I
one
missed.
back?
Suck it.
Are you sure we got 9?
I'm looking at it right now, and it says 9. If you turn it upside down, it's a 6.
Tell me what you
number.
picked. Just hit it, because I want to know.
Hold on a second.
I want to know, so this can help me out. I bet you I know which one it is.
Let's see. So we picked Kansas City, got that wrong. Houston, Cleveland, Atlanta, Buffalo.
We took Buffalo?
Yeah, we took
Oh,
Buffalo.
yeah, got it. Yep.
Chicago,
Yep.
Cincinnati.
We have it as we took Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That's where we got it. None of us took Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, you guys all suck.
We
because
all 4 took the
Cincinnati
Raiders.
won. So
We did?
screw the Raiders and go Bengals.
Oh,
because
go me.
They won.
I got mine back.
Got one back.
I got mine back. You can't make fun of me anymore, bitch. All right, so we're even. So, okay.
Good. Thank you for fucking that up, because we all 3 took the Raiders.
I knew I took the Raiders, too. Wow, why did I pick the Bengals? This is what happens. When we get on, we start rambling about shit.
Well, now you'll just pick it right now. So what is that? Scoot out of the way a little bit. So that puts me at 140, 74, and 2. You're at 130, 84, and 2. Brandon's at 129, 93, and 2. So, what?
Bear has
138.
130 right now. How does he still
I'm
have
at
130?
138.
I just said 138, didn't I?
Okay,
You said
well, it sounded like
130.
you said 130.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. 138,
Thank you.
84, and 2. I'm 140, 82, and 2.
Well, the podcast has officially been caught. We are tied for first. We are not out of first completely yet, so we still hold that mark over the last, 70
Thank you
weeks.
for getting that shit back, by the way.
Yeesh, yeah.
If you would have got that,
We would have been out. We are tied with Via Lease, who
I'd be
we
so
found out
pissed.
at 141. Gary's burner account, Wellington Wieners, had 139. Mr. Perfect,
140.
137, who caught back up, had a big week, got 11. Actually, so did Hot Friend. She got 11 as well, so she is back in fifth with 133.
got 11?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, Bear. Are you helping Hot Friend with her picks?
No.
If I was helping Hot Friend, why would I only have gotten 8? Think about that. Let's think before we speak.
I don't know. Maybe you helped her with
She
something.
obviously
Wait,
needs
so
to
how
help
many
us.
how many does she have now?
She has 133.
Brandon has 129.
She's pulling away from Brandon ever so slightly. West Texas Rednecks has 133, and then Joe Schmo is in 7th at 128, and that's my cutoff line. He can catch us. Probably not going to happen. But that's going to be where I'm stopping right there. Everyone else down below is out. They're officially done. So I'm saying from 7th up,
Are they?
128 to 148.
32. We just got to have a swing of 32.
Well, the next one past that is 121 with 2 weeks left. So no one's catching 20 in 2 weeks. Not going to happen. We'd have to go 0-0, and they'd have to get 10-10 just to tie us. Sorry, not going to happen. 128 is possible. 121, I don't think so.
I don't think 128 is possible.
It isn't, but I kept them in there just because they're right there. I think 133, that's 8.
I don't even think that's possible.
Do I
Not
even
the way
have
we've been
over
picking.
100 yet?
Doesn't mean we can't pick one bad.
You? No one cares about you.
I'm not scrolling that far down. It's too much.
God.
All right, so let's get into this week then.
Let's get into it. So Saturday night, we got 2 games. Or Saturday and then Saturday night.
Saturday afternoon.
First game, Redskins at Titans. Jake?
I'm going to go, since my picks don't count, I'm going to go with the Titans.
Titans.
Titans across the board. Next game, Ravens at Chargers.
Chargers.
It's going to be a good one. Closer
Wait.
than most people.
Wait. Are they in Baltimore or are they in LA?
LA.
At LA.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers all across the board. Next, Buccaneers Sunday. Buccaneers at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboys win the division.
Yep.
Cowboys across the board. Vikings at Lions.
Vikings. 100%.
At Lions, the Vikings need to win. They don't have a choice. I could see Lions playing spoiler, but Vikings have to win this game, so give me Minnesota.
Vikings across the board. Falcons at Panthers.
Cam Newton.
How was that?
Falcons, I would hope to say across the board with Cam Newton out.
Yeah, Newton done for the year. Taylor Heineke is going to be the quarterback, so I'm going to take the Falcons on the road.
Falcons across the board. Oh, sorry. Here's a disagreement, too. Texans at Eagles.
Ooh. Am I first?
Yes.
Ooh. Who's at home?
Texans at Eagles.
At Eagles. I'm gonna go Nick Foles at home. If he's starting.
God, the Eagles have to win this game, but I think that Foles magic only happened once. They did look better. I watched the game, but the Rams defense looked like absolute shit. Houston's defense, I think, is better than the Rams defense, right? Dude, with Talib back and Peters, they are worse. Talib back has made that defense worse.
I agree.
Right now, I'm not scared. I don't think anyone's scared of the Rams like they were.
No.
5 weeks ago, scared as shit of the Rams.
they
Now, not so much.
That's the thing. They can put up as many points as they want, but their defense.
Gurley got hurt, and they're good. When Gurley got hurt, it was all over.
Mm-hmm.
So if he gets hurt anymore, done. Houston.
Brandon took the Eagles.
So as a podcast,
Who'd you take?
Come on.
I hope you didn't take the fucking Eagles.
Fuck no.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
let's see.
Pussy. Hey, I'm here to win. That's why if you look at the fucking board, Bear and I are on top, and you fucking schmucks aren't. Hot friends.
I
pass you
don't
prick.
count either way,
And the
so it
podcast
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
Yeah, you weren't even up there. If I tallied you up, you'd be at like 109.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I came in like
tallywhacker.
5 weeks late.
Give me 5 weeks late. All right, Giants at Colts.
Colts.
Colts,
Colts across the board. Next, Bengals at Browns.
Bengals. I'm going to the game this weekend. Let's go Who Day.
Browns.
Idiot.
They're not going to lose to Hugh. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I will.
No, they won't. They fucking suck. They're 1-4 with
Dude.
you. 1-4.
They played
4-2 without you.
I think it'll be fun. I hope they do win, and I hope the Ravens do lose, because that'll make for some interesting drama coming into the last week. So.
And that's
Browns
the
have,
thing.
like, no
That's
chance.
the thing. I hope
They
the
do if the
I hope-
Ravens lose too. I mean, the Colts have to lose too also, which probably isn't going to happen, but it's still fun. So
That's the thing.
Browns.
I'm rooting,
A lot
for,
has to
I'm
happen.
rooting for the Browns to make the playoffs. If the Bengals win, that helps the Browns. So
How does
would
that
the
help the
Bengals
Browns?
beating
They would
the
fucking
Browns?
lose. The Browns are
Bengals-
playing the Bengals.
What are
How
you
the
talking
fucking
about?
How would the Bengals
Go.
beating the Browns help the Browns? You sack of shit.
Go. Where's the
I'm a sack of shit.
where's the
apparently.
where's the dunce cap? Put him in the corner.
The Bengals winning helps the Browns. They're playing the fucking Browns.
Bengals are still
Is that a
going to win.
touchdown?
Fuck Baker Mayfield.
A touchdown.
Ooh.
Get your foot down.
Nope.
Ah, you tiny man. Come on, get your foot down.
Is that Ohio?
Yeah.
Hey, that's like
Needed
slow out there.
Yeah, but Slow would actually get his foot down.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
All
next.
right. Browns for me, Browns for Brandon. Next, Bills at Patriots.
Oh, the crosser was wide open.
Patriots.
Oh, so was that guy.
Patriots,
Yeah.
100%.
Pats.
Pats across the board. Next, Packers at Jets.
I think the
Who's
Packers
at home?
win, but
Jets.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bear, what did I say?
Packers at Jets. I'm going to go with Packers. We'll go with
It would
Packers.
not be out of the realm to take the Jets here, but I'm going to go Green Bay.
And I agree with Bear right there. I think maybe the Jets pull it off, but I don't think that they will. So I'm going to go with the Packers. Don't even give me your
Across
face.
the board.
Don't even
Okay.
give me your face
Fucking
over there
idiot.
because I don't want to see it.
Jaguars at Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Jags win this. Fournette has a monster game.
Nope.
Dolphins for
Dolphins.
Brandon and
You. Dolphins. Dolphins.
Dolphins
all the
for
way.
us.
Dolphins all the way.
next Bears at Niners.
Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
I'm going to go with Bears all the way.
Duh, Bears. Rams at Cardinals.
Rams going to avenge that loss against poor Arizona.
The Rams are going to tear the Cardinals a new asshole.
That's wonderful. Bears, by the way, was across the board. Rams across the board as well. Steelers at Saints.
Saints
Saints
all
at
the
home.
way.
Yeah.
Saints all the way.
Saints across the board. Chiefs at Seahawks. Sunday Night Football.
Chiefs all the way.
Give me the Chefs.
Brandon took
Ohio touchdown. What a play. 10-0. Well, 9-0.
Brandon took the Sea Chickens.
Who
You
are
ta-
the Sea Chickens again?
Did you take the Chefs?
I took the Chefs.
Good job.
Because I already clicked them.
All right. Broncos at Raiders Monday night.
Broncos all the way. Come on now.
Yeah, the
Broncos-
the Raiders and the Cardinals are going to have to keep losing for that first pick, so I'll take the Broncos. Even though they're out of it, so neither of these teams have anything to play for.
I agree. Give me Denver as well. Denver across the board. So you got our picks right? Did you put them in?
I think so.
Wait,
Can we go over them just to make sure you did?
Why? I got them right last week.
No, you didn't.
Bullshit.
No, you got them right. We'll go with that.
Well, remember, we're even.
So we got Titans.
Oh, I'm going to go from the bottom up. Broncos,
Yep.
Chiefs,
Yep.
Saints,
Yep.
Rams, Bears, Texans.
Yep. No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Dolphins. Where's the Dolphins?
Oh, this goes in a different order.
Okay. So you got Texans. Okay.
Dolphins.
Yep.
Colts.
Yep.
Packers.
Yep.
Vikings.
Yep.
Cowboys.
Yep.
Browns. Pats.
Yep.
Falcons.
Yep.
Chargers.
Yep.
Titans.
Yep.
okay, so as Cowboy fans, the both of you,
I commend you for getting that back, by the way.
how do you think the Amari Cooper trade has?
Oh, we talked about this last week when you weren't on.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Okay, well, I agree with you on
Except
there.
they're going to have to pay that man, and they will. You know who's not going to get paid in Dallas?
Dak Prescott.
I agree. That's exactly what I was going to say. That man is not going to get paid. Do you think they give Cooper Rush a chance in a few years?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You not like him?
I just don't think he's a good backup. Third string. He's not an NFL quarterback.
All right. You think we get anybody in the draft in a few years?
No. With our luck, fucking Jerry Jones will think Blake Bortles is God and pick him up too.
Okay, so do you think, both of you being Cowboys fans, do you think Dallas wins the Super Bowl in the next
Fuck
5
no.
years?
5 years?
5 years.
No.
Over under.
With
5
Dak
years.
as quarterback? No.
I agree. Dak as quarterback, no.
With that, everybody else around it? Yeah.
In the next 5 years, yeah, they could.
Okay, I agree with you guys. I just wanted to see.
Not with Dak, though.
Dak is not an NFL quarterback.
Well,
He is an NFL quarterback.
He is an NFL
he's
quarterback.
An NFL quarterback, but he cannot make the throws that the elite quarterbacks can make.
Yes, he can.
he can make them. I disagree with
Not
that.
Yes, he
consistently.
can. He's a
Not
winner.
consistently.
Well,
Here's the problem. If
he's
you-
not Aaron Rodgers. I just watched Aaron Rodgers overthrow a wide open guy too. Why does no one bitch about it?
Because
oh yeah,
Aaron
exactly.
Rodgers-
And
Let's see.
here's another thing, too.
That's my point though. All
that's
NFL
it.
quarterbacks make bad throws.
Dak does and here's the thing. Dak, they could maybe make a Super Bowl if Dak starts calling his own shit. Because right now, they call a play in. What play does Dak run?
The
play that's
that
called.
not Jerry Jones.
Scott
fucking
Linehan.
Jason, no.
Scott Linehan.
Scott Linehan.
Yeah, the play that Scott Linehan calls. And the problem is, it doesn't matter if Garrett calls it or Linehan calls it. They both suck, and he's going to do what they call.
So, do you agree or disagree with Aaron Rodgers getting the play call from his offensive coordinator? Do you agree with him changing the play call and running his own play?
He's been doing that for years. They won a Super Bowl. Who gives a shit?
I know, but
Now people are bitching because they're not
they
going to
are
win. They're not in the
bitching.
playoffs. Now
They
it
are
matters.
bitching. They are
Now
bitching.
people are bitching. When he won a fucking Super Bowl and they were winning divisions and they were up there, nobody gives a shit.
Right.
But the minute you start sucking, that's when it matters.
Year one, it was bench Romo. Dak is God. Goes to the playoffs, loses. It'll be okay. We got next year. Didn't do shit. Didn't
Right.
make the playoffs. Everyone hates him because his stuff went down. This year, he's gonna make the playoffs most likely, and everyone's still bitching and moaning.
I don't
So,
think they win.
I don't know what you tell me to do. I mean, why?
We need another in a bit. Why did I? You know, They play Seattle at home. I think they beat Seattle.
Yeah.
But then, so they'll be the 4 likely, right?
They will be the 4. Yeah. They're
So
not catching
then,
the Bears.
then they're gonna go to New Orleans. I don't know, man. I mean, New Orleans is probably gonna be pissed, and it's in New Orleans. I don't think they beat them in New
New
Orleans.
Orleans ain't losing at home.
I don't.
Not against them.
Not against that.
But
they
and
have,
honestly,
they
I
have
will.
what they need to beat them.
I will be honest with you though. The only team I think that can beat New Orleans in New Orleans in the playoffs is Chicago. I really do.
don't.
I agree with that.
Just because of
I
that
will
defense,
agree
and I
with
think
that.
Trubisky's.
He's
I
not
think
a bad
he's
quarterback.
underrated.
He's not
I
a
really
bad
do
quarterback.
because people don't talk about him, and he's underrated. And you know who's really the central? Oh shit! Who's really the central part of that? I think that I do like what they do with Cohen and Howard. I
Yeah,
think they play them both
they-
very well.
They play him well, and Trubisky,
Nagy's done great.
Like I said, Trubisky's a good quarterback. Nagy's been a wonderful coach. He's
Been amazing.
He had he has most wins for a first year Bears head coach in team history.
Which is amazing.
So
And where'd he come from?
Kansas City. He was an Andy Reid disciple.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say right from Kansas City, but I know he's been under Andy
But
Reid.
this is fun. So you remember last year who took the head coaching job at Indy?
Frank Reich.
Well, who took it before?
I don't know.
3 weeks later, quit.
Oh, McDaniels. Yeah.
Frank Wright got it. Who's their D coordinator?
Don't know.
Your mom.
Yes, you faggot. Yes, my mom is the defensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts.
Hey, by the way, your mom is a G thing, so
Is it what?
she's a G, so she is awesome, and I love your mom, and she is an awesome person.
All right,
She
back to
does-
football. So what?
Okay, so I wanted to get into. I can't even think of how to say his name, but he came from Dallas. Matt, what is it? Eberfluss?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he was he coached at Toledo, and he coached for the Browns. But he was our linebackers coach and passing game coordinator in 16 and 17, and he's the D coordinator for the Colts. Guess who he just shut out?
Yeah, Cowboys.
Yes. So their own guy shut him out.
Yeah, because he knows Dak and he knows the offense. But also, you can't put it on that because they had 2 chances in the red zone to score touchdowns and they didn't.
Fucked it over. So he was the linebackers coach there in 2011 to 2015, and then he was our linebackers coach. I find that interesting. He was the linebackers coach and passing game coordinator. Pretty interesting.
So,
But he started out. Hold on. He started out at Toledo in '92 as a student assistant coach, and then he was a grad assistant in Toledo. Then he was the recruiting coordinator and outside linebackers coach at Toledo. And then in 96 to 98, he was the linebackers coach. 99 to 2000, he was the defensive backs coach. He went to Missouri from 01 to 08. Who do you think he went with?
Finkel.
Yep, defensive coordinator. And then he went to the Browns as a linebackers coach from 2009 to 2010. Dallas signed him 11 to 15, and he's been with. And then he went to the Colts this last year as a defensive coordinator.
okay. So
looking pretty good.
You guys could have any offensive coordinator in the league. Who would you guys pick? Being Cowboys fans, who would you guys want as your offensive coordinator? Bear?
Lincoln Riley.
Well, obviously you're not going with current. Yeah, give me Lincoln Riley.
All right.
Well, I don't need any other. Every other offensive coordinator is going to stay at whatever place they're at because they're all newer. I mean, what do you want, Jim Bob Cooter? I mean, come on. It's trash. Linehan's trash. Put me in there. I could call better plays than he could. Shit. I mean, he's so predictable. I call the plays out before they even happen. On 4th and 1, oh, they're going to run left. What happened? Oh, they run left. Shocking. I mean, if I know what's happening, you don't think that the Colts are going to know what's going to come? Come on. Just annoying.
I agree. So, let's go into our DraftKings picks.
Uh-oh.
What do you got?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm first?
Yeah, bitch.
All right, quarterback. Oh, who do the Chiefs play this week?
God, you're fucking killing me. The
Nope.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. I'm going Mahomes.
Oof. Give me Baker against the Bengals.
Brandon has Kirk Cousins against the Lions.
Ew.
I have Deshaun Watson against the Eagles.
Okay.
Running back?
Let's go with. Well, it sucks Kareem Hunt doesn't play anymore, so let's go with Todd Gurley.
We could just take Damian Williams, but okay.
Give me Leonard Fournette. Dolphins.
You said he was going to run all over.
Dolphins have the worst run defense. Dalvin Cook just thrashed them. They've been thrashed the last 4 or 5 games by running backs. So Fournette should have a monster game.
Nick Chubb for Brandon against the Bengals, and then I've got give me both. I took a combination here, Cohen and Howard, so the Bears backfield against 49ers.
Hold on. So I may not have been here last week, but the week before that I picked Amari Cooper, and he went off for 200 and some yards 2 weeks ago.
Dude,
I just want to say that was an awesome.
you know how many times my picks have gone off? Same as his.
But you're on here every week, so I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Amari Cooper again this week.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon has Amari Cooper, and so do I. So
No, I don't have Amari Cooper this week, but I'm sure he'll have a decent game. Give me Jarvis Landry this week with Baker.
all right. Tight end.
Cam Newton out. I'm gonna still go with Greg Olsen. I think
He's out for the year.
Greg Olsen's been out for 5 weeks.
Well, then Travis Kelce.
Okay, that's
gonna go
it's a fair replacement.
Travis Kelce. I did not know Greg Olsen.
He's
was out
also
there.
out for the year.
Is he really? You better be fucking with me right now.
Give me it's Christmas weekend, so give me Kyle Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, against the Lions.
That's a good pick.
Brandon and I both have Eric Pro Bowl Ebron.
He's gonna bounce back. It's gonna be great when he catches 3 TDs this week. I know Cody's gonna freak the fuck out. It's gonna be great because I know it's gonna happen.
Oh, did
That's
he
a
have
good pick.
Ebron?
Yeah.
So
he
that
also
one
had-
catch fucked.
He needed one more catch.
I'll take the
Any
L.
catch.
I'll take the L for that. All right. Next, defense. Brandon has the Cowboys against the Buccaneers. Jake?
I'm gonna go with the Bears this week just because their defense is.
I'm going to take the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Fuck you.
I agree with Brandon. Actually, we do a FanDuel lunch league. I think we've talked about at work, and I just made my team at 4:30 today, and the Cowboys are my defense. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I think they probably get at least 3 interceptions on Jameis, maybe a forced fumble somewhere. Cowboys defense should smash.
The Bears.
Lady Bligh for the win.
The Bears.
As long as Sean Lee doesn't play. It's funny how he comes back and the defense is out of whack. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, he's not that good. All right, so the top 3 things that surprised you in the NFL this year. Brandon, number 3. Packers and Aaron's down year and Mike McCarthy being fired. Number 3 for him.
That doesn't surprise me too much.
I have Eagles and Packers potentially not making the playoffs. Both of them, because we both had them in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Packers already are out. The Eagles are one Dallas win away from being out. They
still have the wild card.
Outside chance.
Better than the Browns.
Well, that is true, but not that good of a chance. Because I don't know if they don't. I think they lost to the Redskins, so they play them again.
Who, the
pretty
Eagles?
Sure. Yeah.
No, they beat them, I think.
I don't know. They play in the last game of the year, so
We'll check it
that'll
out.
pretty much be a wild card eliminator right
You're
there.
supposed to ask Stat Guy for that.
That guy, check it out, but you take too fucking long.
You don't ask.
Okay, the Panthers will be my number 3. They were 6-1 or 6-2,
Yeah.
I think, and now are out of the playoffs. And Cam's got shut down. That is absolutely, absolutely shocking. So that's my number 3.
My number 3, I'd have to go.
Eagles
with,
beat the Redskins, by the way, 28-13.
Honestly,
On December 3rd.
Honestly, Nick Foles coming in for Carson Wentz and playing how he has. He's playing decent.
That surprised you in the
That surprised you when he won the fucking Super Bowl?
It doesn't matter if he's won the fucking Super Bowl. It matters that he still has came in after Carson Wentz got hurt again, and he can
48 hours ago.
It's not 48 hours ago. It was
It was like 72 hours ago.
6 months ago.
I thought you were. We're talking about this NFL year.
Exactly. This
What does
NFL
that have anything to do with the Super Bowl last year?
It matters that Nick Foles is still coming in off the bench and still producing at a high level.
When?
Didn't
Last
Foles
week?
start the first 3 games of the year and went 1-2 or
Yes.
something like that?
But he still won the Super Bowl.
That has
Or the
nothing to do
Eagles,
with this NFL
and he-
season. Go
But,
back to the
hold
notes.
on,
Top 3
hold on.
things that surprised you in the NFL.
He's
This
still playing
hurt.
good this year. He still played good last
Why
week.
does that surprise you?
It's
He won the
because he's
goddamn
a
Super
fucking
Bowl.
backup quarterback.
Quarterback. He
He's still a backup quarterback.
He won the Super Bowl.
Okay, just because he won the Super Bowl doesn't make him a starting quarterback.
He fucking beat the Patriots. The only other person, you know who else beat the Patriots and Tom Brady? One other fucking guy.
Who?
Ellie Manning.
That's it.
Ellie Manning sucks cock. So
We don't talk about that on the show.
Okay, well,
that's going a little far.
okay,
far.
well, sorry.
Too
That
far.
went over the line.
Yeah.
Over the Line Sports Podcast.
There.
What can you say?
You're not drunk enough to get that.
All right.
so
Anyway,
we're still there.
number 2 for Brandon. Eagles' average season after their Super Bowl year last year.
That doesn't surprise me either because I said they're going to be mediocre and Carson Wentz is mediocre.
Well,
Just
let's
like I
go to
said.
this fuck stick. What do you got for number 2?
I'm gonna say it's the most surprising if the Browns make the playoffs.
They're not going to.
That's why
There's
I
no
said.
fucking
That's why
if.
I said.
And that's
if.
and that's not surprising because we had him at what,
We-
6 or 7 wins.
Well, and we said that Baker would make the difference. They needed to
And he
not
has.
play
We did.
Tyrod. They needed to play Baker. And
did.
He has, and they need to fire Hugh.
no
Obviously,
surprise
that
here.
was Huge.
You missed the beginning of the series.
That is.
What do you have for number 2?
My biggest surprise: Oakland sucking as much as they do with Gruden and trading Mack, I mean, not Cooper after Mack was traded. The trade of Mack and Oakland sucking.
That fucked their team.
I don't know if you saw this. Khalil Mack has 12 sacks this year. The entire
12 and a half, yeah.
and the entire Raiders has 11, I think. So.
Exactly. He is the difference maker in that.
Ooh,
He
Aaron
is
Baines
the
broke his
difference maker
hand
in that.
there, Gary. I just see that as it's coming, scrolling through.
Great. That's all right.
Sorry, it's not NFL related, but I just saw
Marcus
that.
Morris, we still got him. That's good. All right. And look at that. Pacers beating up the Raptors. Love it. My number 2, Jake. Jake, what'd you have? Oh, yeah, you just said it. Browns make the playoffs. If. Number 2 for me, Kareem Hunt. Came out of nowhere. No longer in the NFL. Does he make a comeback?
No.
Yes. Someone
No.
will pick him up.
Nope.
Yep.
I agree with Bear. I think somebody's going to pick him up. Because it's now come out, we're not going to get into what happened and exactly what was said, but he was provoked. Is it condoned that he did what he did? No. But if you look at the video,
It was worse than Joe Mixon's was worse than what Kareem Hunt did, and he's in the NFL. So
right.
I will
Ray
say.
Rice didn't come back because Ray Rice is 28 years old and got suspended.
And
for
now,
a year.
now Ray Rice he's married to that woman, and now he's out there promoting,
He's doing-
against domestic violence.
He's doing well for himself, and he didn't get signed because he was too old to come back.
No, that's exactly it. Kareem Hunt's a stud. Somebody's
Kareem-
getting him.
He'll get
Probably
suspended.
Oakland.
Kareem Hunt will be there. That wouldn't be a bad place for him. It wouldn't.
What about New England?
They don't have a running back in Oakland, so
New England be good.
they just use too many people though.
Yeah.
I will say, knowing Kareem Hunt on a kind of personal level, he is an awesome person. He is an awesome athlete. He made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes.
Hold on.
Hold on, no. Everybody makes mistakes in their life. You, Bear, have probably made mistakes in your life.
Everybody does.
It happens. You come back.
I've
and
never
you
kicked the shit out of a woman.
Okay, you've never kicked the shit out of a woman, but the fact is he was
Dude,
provoked.
would you say that Kareem kicked the shit out of her?
He didn't kick the shit out of her.
not
That's
my
the thing.
point.
He did
I
not.
know what you're saying.
He did not.
He pushed
kick-
somebody. Yeah, he shouldn't have been involved in that
He
anyway.
should not have.
But hold on.
There's different mistakes I've made in my life.
Yeah,
Trust
there
me.
is. Yeah.
Not as bad as that.
But how do you know Kareem on somewhat of a personal level?
How do I know Kareem on some kind of a personal level?
Yeah.
My best friend from high school played with him in high school and was
Like, played with him. What are you talking about?
He played with him. I am not gonna.
Football?
He played football. No, he played fucking
Fortnite?
He played ball ticklers with him.
That's
No,
why I
he
was
played
thinking you were
football.
Dude,
going
why
there.
are you making this a rated R show?
It's not a rated R show. It's a PG-13 /R
Oh,
show.
it used to be, but you're sitting here talking about tickling balls and everything else. You sick fuck.
SNCs.
Jesus.
My best
Number-
friend, hold on, no.
You're not done with this story yet? Hurry up.
My best friend from high school was the center for Deshaun Kaiser in high school. And Deshaun Kaiser was,
You need to talk into your mic.
which I have seen multiple times and hung out with multiple times.
Yeah,
in
I
my
do
life.
know that. That's true. I do know that.
That is a fact
Yep.
because my best friend played center for him. He was friends with Kareem Hunt, and I have met Kareem Hunt multiple times, and I have went to school with the girl who was dating Kareem Hunt. And
That one in the video?
not the one in the video.
Yeah, she was what,
I will-
18,
I will
19?
say,
Some
'cause
shit like that?
The girl he
That's how
was
it came out,
dating,
that girl?
The girl he was dating was 22. She's my age.
Okay, that's fine.
He is an awesome person. I met him. He is a good guy. I guarantee you, he was provoked to the
No,
maximum limit.
hold up. See,
Hold on.
you know him a little bit.
So you got to think you're completely hammered, and you're coming home from the bars, and you have a girl who's trying to get with you and trying to get in your room and trying to get all this stuff, and you don't want it. What do you do? What do you do, Gary? What do you do?
Oh, Harry.
I said Gary. I said Gary.
Well,
what do you do? Bear?
First off, I'm in the NFL. If I'm in the fucking NFL,
You're not going to fuck with that shit. He made a mistake.
dude, let me tell you this. I'm not in the NFL now, but I know what my career means to me.
Exactly. But he made a mistake, and that's his fault and nobody else's. He
Guess
made
what?
a mistake.
And it's going to ruin his career.
It is going to ruin his career.
And so,
that's
like
nobody
you
else's
said,
fault
but like you
his.
said, he's a nice guy, so I know he was provoked. That's bullshit. Like, I don't care if you know him this much, that much. People don't know me. Some people think I'm the biggest asshole in the world. However, others that might get to know me or work for me, i.e. you.
And I could
I
say...
think you're just kind of a big asshole.
And I could say, Gary, you've been provoked. I won't say why.
Yeah, I got you.
You've been provoked more than I can say.
But I haven't blown up.
You've gone to the point where I probably would have blown up. You haven't. You've been the bigger man.
Right.
You've done the right thing.
So you've
and-
seen some of the shit that's happened to me
Exactly.
personally. You know it on a...
I know you. I know you
And
personally.
you were just like, dude, I can't believe it. That's how
I
it is.
can't believe
so
how,
this dude,
I can't believe how you
granted,
acted how you acted, and I'm
he's-
really proud of you for that.
Thank you. He's 22 years old, 23, whatever the fuck he is. He is not going to. He's going to make it back. It's just not going to be. I don't know how it's going to be. You got to give it time.
He was.
He'll be the way he was. He's just got to fall into the right system. And if he's still working out and doing his thing, he's going to prove himself. And guess what he's got now? He's got the Alliance of American Football, and he's got the XFL. He could join either one to get back in there. And people are going to forget about it.
What's the right place for Kareem Hunt right now?
Right now?
What do you think?
I think he has to go to the
Gary?
AAU. Or the AAU, the AAF. You
I
go to the
agree.
Alliance of American Football.
He'll
sure
get
you
picked
prove
up by
your-
another NFL team.
You think he'll get picked up before, though, that starts? That starts in February.
Yeah, it starts. I agree. I'm gonna say I agree.
Why would you?
If he's got
play
nobody,
for
he
Brad
would
Grant?
only play two months
I agree with
just to stay in shape. Not a bad thing.
No.
And you've got actual NFL guys that run this league, actual NFL
Hines
coaches.
Ward, who else? Everybody.
It's
No,
not
I
a bad
don't see it.
idea.
I agree with Gary right here.
Shit.
I think he will end up in that.
I'm not saying
Alliance
it's not. I'm
Football
just,
League, and I think he
I don't
will
think
make
he
a
will.
comeback in the NFL.
nah,
All
I
right.
don't think so.
Well, what's your number one? Let's get off Kareem Hunt. What's your number one, Jake? Surprise for the year.
Andy Dalton getting hurt and AJ Green getting hurt because that fucked the Bengals' season this year.
They were already done.
They weren't.
Andy Dalton went out, 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
They were done.
It was the Browns game, so whenever that was.
And they were already done losing.
And
They lost,
AJ was
3 in a
already
row?
hurt before that, came back and got hurt.
And that didn't screw their season. We called it. We said they were tanking. That's terrible. That hurt their season because Dalton's out. As Brandon would say when he comes, I wish he was here. You need better coaching.
Yeah, they do need better coaching. They need Marvin Lewis
Christ.
to get out of that system.
They lost Carson Wentz, the Eagles, and they won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. I don't give a shit. Who's Andy Dalton's backup? Who's your fucking quarterback?
Jeff Driscoll.
Jeff Driscoll.
He's probably better than Dalton.
Yeah.
No,
I can see it.
I don't agree with that.
Anyway, you're number one.
All right, my number one is Mahomes. Just the monster
And me
year
and Brandon.
he's had.
Same.
It's all absolutely awesome to see. So good for him. That's the
And it's basically his
most
rookie
surprising
year.
moment. Yeah, and it's not surprising because he's had the talent, but I didn't think he put up these kind of numbers.
Oh, dude,
these are
it's
video game
absolutely
numbers.
insane. Absolutely insane to see what he's done, and it's been fun to watch him. And we wish him the best. I wouldn't mind seeing him get to the Super Bowl. Could you imagine that, a Saints Chiefs Super Bowl?
I mean, I think it would be pretty sweet.
Forget the Rams and Chiefs. Saints Chiefs.
Go Saints.
That'd be
That's all
fun.
I gotta say.
That'd be
Go
high
Drew
scoring.
Brees.
Drew Brees. Yeah, but I like Mahomes.
But that's
man.
the thing.
No, I'm taking the Saints,
Patrick
so.
Mahomes is 20-some years old. Drew Brees is at the end of his career.
He has a Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. You want to see Drew Brees win another Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes can win another Super Bowl or two. He's so young. Drew Brees is at the end of his career.
You know how many people I've said, they're so young. Dan Marino, you know how many Super Bowls he won?
What? 1-0?
0.
Exactly.
That's why I don't care.
But
if
you
Mahomes
want
is there, I'm going to pull for that kid.
But I want to.
Nobody thought this kid would do a damn thing this year.
But I want to root for Drew Brees because he has everybody around him who can make plays, who can help him win games,
Agreed.
and who can help him take him to the Super Bowl. And Drew Brees has that. Patrick Mahomes, he lost Kareem Hunt.
Did you call him? What did you call him?
Patrick Patrick Mahomes, he has fucking Kareem.
Patrick
he doesn't
Mahomes.
He doesn't have Kareem Hunt anymore.
He doesn't need Kareem Hunt.
He has Tyreek Hill.
He's got Damian Williams.
He has-
Look at the stats on that kid.
I'm saying, Drew Brees. I want to see win a Super Bowl.
They both have a lot of talent surrounding
more
that
than
team.
Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying that right now.
They both,
I'm going with Bear.
And the Saints have a better
see,
defense.
I know my picks don't count. I want to see Drew Brees win the Super
Who
Bowl.
the hell do I have? New England? Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, New England can suck a fat one. I want to go with Bear, even though my picks don't count.
I know you want to go
I
with
want
Bear.
to see Drew Brees win the Super Bowl more than Patrick Mahomes. I don't care about Patrick.
If either
Mahomes.
one of them win, I wouldn't care. If they played each other in the Super Bowl, I'd be happy either way.
I just don't want to see Tom Brady win another Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree. So, this was a fun one. We got into a rant for 50 minutes early in the show. But it's been fun. We had a good time. Jake, finally, we got it. Bear, we got this kid to actually argue with us. Finally. About damn time. About damn time. I appreciate it. And, it's got to be that drink. We're going to have some more of that on Saturday. I look forward to it. All right. So, as always, we want to thank our sponsors. Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Twitter at Songs by Wes and give him a follow on Facebook at Wes Anderson Music. Also, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. They serve the Toledo and surrounding area and not Zimbabwe or
Who did I
Biloxi,
say,
Mississippi.
Gary? Who did I say?
I just said that. Zimbabwe.
Did I say Zimbabwe?
Are you drunk? Jesus. And then Biloxi for this guy. And then also, don't forget about PNC.
And Crandall's Quality Lawn Care.
And Verizon. And Charlie's
Bear?
Dodge.
Where you at, Bear?
Charlie's Dodge, he's got it. We're done with it. And then, of course, OG, like we said, all wear clothing. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
And goodbye.
Hope you have a safe recovery, Dalton.